that opening scene.
But then we'll have to take it down.
Well, then take it down.
And then play Mr. Taylor.
There I got it.
I put her in a 16,000-pound class. I put her in third gear. They were all 280, 290. One was 310, maybe 312.
And you were?
I put her in at 370 feet right in the sand plow. The only mistake I made, I didn't put her right in the registration book with the girl.
So we're here
Yeah.
with someone from Centerville. Tell everybody your name.
My name's Dan Taylor, and I'm here with the prettiest girl I've ever met in my life.
Okay.
Apparently she runs the Ageless magazine, and everybody should buy it.
Oh yes, there we go. So I wanted to ask you about your tractor.
Yeah.
Tell me about your tractor.
Well, I bought her in Indiana there 2 winters ago, and I wanted a tractor pull with us, so I bought it. And
So you bought it in Indiana.
Yeah.
What is it though? What's the age? What's the?
the 2180 white, back about 1978. Dale Forsyth hauled her home for me. Best trucking company we've ever had around the county, right there. You know.
And so what have you done to it?
Oh, I put the twin smokers on her like the old days, like Father and them used to pull with years ago. And
Okay.
get the V8 pattern, 3208 cat.
Okay, I want you to talk this way only for the fact that they probably can't hear you because there's lots of noise going
So we're
on.
gonna restart.
No, we don't have to restart. But tell me. So it's the white. What is it?
It's a white 2180 white. 2180 white.
And you bought it what year?
I bought it 2 winters ago.
2 winters
From
ago.
Indiana.
And what age is it?
It'd be about 1978. This is the first series. First
1978.
series has the white on it.
Okay.
Series 3 has just that WFE on it, red stripe, different stripe, different
Okay.
tractor.
And what did you do to it after you got it?
Well, before she ever got unloaded off the tractor trailer, I set the injector pump right to maximum fuel where you want her.
And in terms of what you did today, what class were you in?
I was in the 18,000 pound yesterday and the 16,000 pound today.
Come a little closer because it's getting a little noisier. So yesterday, how did you do?
I got second place. I lost by 4 feet.
And today?
I was 700 pounds light because I didn't really know the weight of the tractor, and it was the first time I ever pulled her. And today, well, let's talk about today. I put her in a 16,000 pound class. I put her in third gear. They were all 280, 290. One was 310, maybe 312.
And you were?
I put her in at 370 feet right in the sand pile. And the only mistake I made, I didn't put her right in the registration booth with the girl.
Let's make some noise. Good running. John Deere out of Ocean, Iowa coming up. We got one right behind you.
Hello, friends.
Hello.
Welcome to Let's Grow Pulling Monday, October 7th. For the rest of our lives, we're going to open every Let's Grow Pulling with a little bit of Dan Taylor. That is the best thing in the world. Let's talk about today.
Let's talk about today.
Let's talk about today. Mike Idle, Chandler Pickler, the Kenzie Teething in the office with me here. The studio, the Let's Grow Pulling studio. We brought Chandler on tonight. Chandler, give us a couple of minutes. Tell us about Princeton, Indiana. Then tell us where you're going this weekend, buddy.
Well, Princeton, Indiana was like the event to be at over the weekend. It was a great time. Everybody, the pullers to, the fans that were down there. It was just a great event. We've never been down to that event before, and we wanted to go check it out. And we love garden tractor pulling, and we went down there and had a really good time. We had about, I would say, 250 to 300 hooks each day, and it was just nuts. I mean, we started pulling at 9 o'clock in the morning, and we didn't get done till 9, 10 o'clock at night. So it was a full day of pulling and a great experience and a lot of fun.
What's the craziest thing you saw this weekend? The most wild rides. Do you remember?
Well, one of the craziest things would probably be the video that my dad got of the it was a white garden tractor. It said serious something on it. I can't remember. But when they were going to spray a little bit into the uh, tractor, it kind of backfired a little bit and it shot a big flame out. And then there was a little flame on the ground. They're trying to put it out. And, it was just a little exciting. And we had some pretty great runs too. I'm working on getting those videos put together. There were some awesome runs. It was about 208 for a full pull, but there was a couple guys that stuck it like 215, about a foot away from the door. So it was some big runs.
Yeah, Kenzie's bringing up that video right now, Chandler. He's going to try
Okay.
anyway. So, Chandler, where can people find, where are you going to be posting all this content at?
So everything will be posted on the Beer Money Pulling Team Facebook page and the Pulling with Garden Tractors Facebook page, along with the Pulling with Garden Tractors YouTube channel. If you guys haven't already subscribed to that channel, make sure to go over to YouTube. It's the same exact thing as you'd see on our Facebook page, the Pulling with Garden Tractors. It's the same videos, but we want you guys to head over and check out the YouTube channel as well.
All right, here's that video you're talking about. Woo! You got a little toasty there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he kicks it.
Then they
Always
drove
roll
over
it away from the fire.
and they're on top of the fire right now. And actually, when they roll it away, it's still lit on the back side.
The timing's advanced. The timing's advanced.
Yes.
Looks like a really good track, Chandler. I've watched quite a few of your videos.
Yeah, I thought the
Yeah.
same thing.
So what was a full pull, Chandler? You said about 215 there in Princeton?
No, full pull was 208, but there was a
208.
couple guys that did get to that 215. I forget the guy's name, but the Serious Business Tractor that you just watched. I got to talk to him down by the starting line a couple times, and he told me that there was one particular spot on that left side, and if he hit that spot, he made a full pull every time. Every time he went down the track, he just knew where the exact spot was, and he just made an awesome pass. He had it all figured out.
Chandler, does garden tractor pulling have some like big names in pulling? When I say pro stocks, Mike Ida, when I say pro stock tractor pulling, what's the first name that comes to your head?
Rob Russell, actually.
Okay. If I say four-wheel drive modified trucks.
Jim Holman.
Okay. So Chandler, does garden tractor pulling have that same level of mystique, if you will, like the following?
100%. Like when I was down there, there was a couple of guys that they were just talking to me and they were saying, you got to watch this tractor. You got to watch this tractor. But it changes wherever they go. It just depends on the event is what it is. But there are, some people that just have it figured out, but it just depends on the event. One event, the Serious Business Tractor might do really well. And then the next event, you're looking at another guy. It just depends on the venue.
Got it. We have anything else for Chandler tonight before we let him go? Chandler, where are you going this weekend, buddy?
So this weekend I'll be in Holiday City, Iowa. They have the national championship of RC truck and tractor pulling. That's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But I'm going Friday and Sunday, and then on Saturday I'm going to Salem, Ohio. They have a garden tractor pull up there. So if you guys didn't know, I posted it today. I'll be there on Saturday. They've got the diesel garden tractors, which haven't seen yet this fall. And those things are, if you've never seen a diesel garden tractor, you've got to see these ones because they've got some serious money stuck into these things. And if you've never been to a garden tractor pull, you got to go at least one time just to experience what it's all about, because it's a completely different ball game. And talk to the pullers, because they really want to let you know what it's all about, and they will take you through their tractor and explain everything head to toe, because this is not just a lawnmower. This is a souped up garden tractor, and it's a big deal.
I love it. I love it. Yeah. So again, head over to the Pulling. If you're on YouTube, head over to Pulling with Garden Tractors on YouTube, or Beer Money Pulling Team. That's where we're posting Chandler's videos. And then on Facebook, the same thing. And then on our Beer Money Pulling Team TikTok and our Beer Money Pulling Team Instagram. So Chandler, thank you for being so good at getting content. You're awesome. I know when you get back, you can't wait to get the videos uploaded. So it's been fun.
Yeah.
It's been fun. So.
Yep. And before I go real quick, another thing, if you guys have any pictures from any events during the summer or any time of year, feel free to send them into our pages and we'll get them posted for you guys.
I like it. I think we should bring Chandler on every show.
I think so
the
too.
5 minutes with Chan.
Yeah.
You make a nice graphic for us. 5 minutes with Chan. All right, cool. Thanks, Chandler. Get back to being a good dad, okay?
All right. You guys have a good night.
Yeah. See you, buddy. Take care.
Bye.
Chandler Pickler, one of our esteemed teammates.
Yeah.
Is that the right word? Did I use the right word?
Favorite coworker.
Esteemed. Take the R out.
Esteemed.
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 Yes.
Well, we're live streaming, so like maybe that's like a like a web blog becomes a blog. You're streamed. I don't know.
You suck at English when Kenzie corrects you. Okay, I'm just gonna. Anybody that knows Kenzie. So. It's all good.
He's right. Those garden tractor pulls, they're they're worth just as much of an eyeball as anything else, and I feel like that's definitely a growing aspect and a growing corner of our sport. Glad that we're able to promote some of that stuff. Glad that we're getting more eyes on it because it's neat. He did a good job elaborating on it.
It's fun. Well, we have two RC tractors, two remote control tractors. We have the 4.1 Limited Pro, and then we also have the new Diesel Super. Kyle and Kristen Baraznik. Am I saying their name right?
Yeah.
So basically, I bought these tractors and they pull them for us, Mike. It's awesome. Yeah. And it's kind of what I could do with the big tractor too. Doug Meisinger and my dad drive it for me. So, but no, I'm really excited for that. There's supposed to be like 500 and some entries this weekend for remote control pulling. And they look up to, a lot of these tractors are modeled after the big tractors. So are a lot of the garden tractors too. Sure. And it's fun. It's the garden tractor pulling community has been awesome to us. We've had a great time. Like I said, Chandler, we try to go to as many as we can. There's one in Hale Arena in Kansas City, the weekend of the Outlaw Banquet. Chandler doesn't know this yet, but he's going to try to sneak down there with us. Maybe I'll tell him later. But I got to get him to the Outlaw Banquet too to do stuff on Saturday. But anyway, we'll talk to Chandler about that later. But it's a great group of people. We had Bodie Lear on earlier, Mike, this year. Do you remember that interview back in like April?
Oh, yeah.
No, it was probably April or May, March or April.
Sure.
I don't remember, but if you remember him, he's a hot rod little puller. It was a lot of fun. And that Tom Mitchell that runs around with Wampus Cat, right? Hillbilly Express with the Outlaw Pro Stock. If you look at our Facebook, he's the one with the Miller Lite bucket on his head, Mike. You strolled down through there, our page down there this weekend like that. So a lot of fun. Got a big show tonight. We're going to start off every show with kind of a weekend recap. Then we're going to kind of move into upcoming events. And then we're going to move into our featured guest at 8:30 tonight, the Jeff Hothem, fully loaded PPL Unlimited Super Stock champion. Beat Jeff Hurt. That's not easy to do. And honest to God, if he didn't have a bad Bowling Green, he might have got the NTPA Grand National title and the PPL title. We'll talk about that with Jeff here at 8:30. It's going to be a great event in Kansas City. Yes, it is, Logan. Logan's a mini rod puller as well as a garden tractor puller. I got to meet Logan in Lebanon. Is it Lebanon? Lebanon's a country.
Yes, it is.
Lebanon is a city in Missouri, right?
Yes.
I think so, like that. But anyway, it was fun to do that. So you went down to Elizabethtown, Kentucky.
I did.
What was that? The Dooley pull?
The David Beerley Memorial Pull.
Okay. First of all, shout out to all the pullers that are organizing these big fundraisers like Phillips. Phillips, and it's not just the Phillips, but they're my friends, and I see their Facebook stuff. Brandon and Victoria Phillips, obviously the Sanity pulling team out of Kentucky. They won the Light Supers down there Saturday, but they load up. They got donations, you guys, a 53-foot trailer, and they loaded up, and it's on its way to
South Carolina.
South Carolina. So, and there's another
Oh, cool.
chain heading towards
Yeah.
Florida. A big one. Yeah. So, fears and thoughts. And yeah, you guys can move. Well, do we want them to move to the Midwest?
Yeah.
I think that's what you like Mike. What is it, Mike? You escape 30 below winters, and then there's a chance for hurricanes. But it's I don't know. Sometimes they go 10 years without a hurricane, and then
They can
sometimes
get
I feel like
tornadoes,
it's
too.
you get tornadoes down
Yeah.
there.
No, up here.
Up here.
Yeah.
It's horrible. That water, what it's done,
Yeah.
the pictures I've seen, and
Mhm.
it sucks. It's getting turned into such a political mess. I'm so sick of politicians and commercials right now. I could throw up. I would actually pay. Like I would just pay people. You know how you can get YouTube and just cut out the commercials? Can I just do that?
Oh, they're gonna do that. They're gonna be like, for such and such premium, you can get on this with no political ads for $49.99 a week extra.
So Kenzie, and then we got Brian Massetti coming on at 9:30 Central. They got to pull the Modesto Junior College this weekend. And then at 9 o'clock we do Mike's throwback. Do we call it throwback? Or did he come up with a fancier name, Mike? I can't remember.
Throwback still works, and man, I tell you, I might go a little long tonight. We have a rabbit hole. We have a mystery that we're going to solve tonight. I have done some digging, and I am spinning in circles. So fans, please, if you know anything about pulling history, stay tuned and help me sort out a big mess that I have unraveled or I'm raveling in.
So what do you want to talk about, Elizabethtown?
It was a great turnout. We had over 100 hooks.
Battle of the Bluegrass.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, everyone's super nice. We gave out they gave out bicycles to the kiddos. They put their name in and they draw them out of a hat.
Did you donate any bikes?
No,
You should reach into your wallet, Kenzie.
I gotta learn how to ride one first.
You got to ride a bike. You
No.
got to ride.
No, I know how to ride a bike, everybody.
Oh,
Next thing you know, all over Facebook, Kenzie TD.
nothing surprises me at this point. Nothing surprises me.
See?
I love it.
That Battle of the Bluegrass is a cool group they have down there. It seems like they're always coming up with good events, and you always kind of turn and look at them and see what they're up to, and you're like, ooh, there was a good run, or there was a good story. They do some neat things down there.
Yep.
The crowd definitely showed out too.
I like
It
it.
was nice and warm.
Well, thank you for going down there and representing.
Yeah,
It's all
it
good
was
in the hood. It's all good. Let's move to our newest segment. How did we name it? Is that what we're calling it? How did you name your puller?
How did you name your-
What's in a
How did you-
name?
How
How did
what's
you
in the
name your
How did you
puller?
name your puller?
Close.
All right.
Ready?
Go. Rodney Hetler. Oh, Hope made it small this week.
Yeah.
In the late 70s, my dad was having a hard time coming up with a name for the tractor. So my mom said, "How about the Gold Digger? Because it takes all the money." Photo credit art program. We found this in the archives. Nice. That's from Ocala, Florida. It looks like if it's got a mid-Florida thing on there.
Mm-hmm. That sounds okay on the name.
Oh, does it? Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So next, how did you name your puller? Hey, that's my
Oh.
tractor.
Yeah.
I've
Holy
heard
cow.
of this one.
That's my original 1206. I missed that thing. That was so pretty. So my wife said tractor pulling is a disease because you'll spend money you don't have and time that you don't have to go tractor pulling, and she's not wrong. So I named my tractor the Remedy. So that's how it all started. That's how it all started. How did you name your puller? Who's the next?
Cool guy.
I cannot read that.
Oh,
Can you read that, Mike?
It's Justin Dews. It says everyone asking why do this, why do that, why did you build a van? And we say why not?
Why not?
this has got to be one of the most infamous super modified 4-wheel drive vehicles out there. Just the fact that it's the full size. What do you call these? Astro vans or economy vans or whatever they are.
I call them free candy bins. I
Free,
call them free.
yes. But just I mean, seriously, why not? This gives me vibes of back in the day when the super modified 2-wheel drive truck class was just getting going, and half the game was, how wild of a vehicle can you get into this class? Why not, man? I'm gonna build a 4-wheel drive van, and it does pretty well, doesn't it? I think this thing wins regularly.
We saw it in Lexington last year.
Mhm.
Did you see it this past weekend?
No.
Was it Battle
No,
of
that
Lips?
truck
We'll
wasn't
see
there.
it this weekend in
Okay.
Sevierville, Tennessee, I think, with TNT. I think that's a TNT puller.
Yeah, I think so too.
Oh,
Hold my beer.
We got to talk to Hope about this.
yeah.
Are you going to message her?
I will tomorrow.
Hold my beer.
It says, we named this truck Hold My Beer as it clearly states across the weight box. The promise for the name came from all the times you hear Hold My Beer just before a bad idea comes to fruition. It's definitely a lifestyle to live up to when you name a truck after a phrase like this. Probably explains why I break it so much.
I love everything about that whole story right there. I love that truck. Now, who's this? Where's this one from? I've never seen this one before.
That is a good question. I don't know.
It looks like the truck from the movie Monster Trucks. Now, like if you're a dad of young children out there, you know what I'm talking about if anybody's watching, but this truck looks exactly like the truck from the movie Monster Trucks.
All right, on to the next one. This truck is magical from Bonnie Tucker's. So this truck is an out west truck.
What's the name of the truck? Is it
I'm
magical?
trying to read it.
Yeah.
Oh, abracadabra.
Abracadabra. Yeah, I got it at the same time.
Yeah.
Abracadabra.
I
Alakazam.
get to see those guys in a few weeks, or I guess a month, for the GSI poll in Madeira. But we'll talk about that later too.
Yep, we're going to have the man himself on here. He tell us all about it.
Exactly. All right. Next is Jeff Kaiser with the Lone Eagle. Not many case pullers. Yeah. Eagle is a JJ case mascot. Or
JI case. Yep, the JI case. They the original, of course, you can see it on the Haug tractors.
Yes.
The original is the eagle actually stood on the globe. Really, really cool mascot. No, that one's cool. Yeah, not a lot of cases out there, but the fans love them. That's a good one.
Mm-hmm. This one's pretty simple because I'm Papa.
What does it say? Papa D's 582?
Yeah.
Big Papa.
I love it when you call me Big Papa.
I knew that was what was coming.
Dude, that's some 90s rap right there.
Yep, yep. I guarantee you that's on one of your playlists.
Oh, it is. Yeah, Kenzie's rides with me way too much in the car. She knows. Yeah.
The bone shaker, because it does.
I like that.
Needs to be in the boneyard pulling team scheme of things.
How did you name your puller?
Whoa.
Stickers.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what it's? I was gonna say. Goodness gracious.
It's called stickers.
That's an if that's just a wrap.
Aggressive.
That's an aggressive paint scheme or an aggressive wrap. But I think it's just stickers. But either way, that's a lot coming at you.
All right. Oh, that was it.
So, fans, if you want to, Hope from our team is posting on social media. She's putting a couple posts up a week on the BMPT group or the Beer Money Pulling Team page. Just answer her in the comments, and she's going in just doing screenshots of the picture and then the description. I think it's fun. I mean, as I announced a little bit still, Mike, as announcer, it's kind of fun to know why they named it, what they named it. It's a lot.
It's one of the most common questions in pulling. And if you stop and think, I think about this a lot because it's kind of unique. If you go to any other bat and ball sport, well, they don't have a vehicle. So you're just looking at the name of the player. But if you look at any other motorsport, they don't really name their vehicles. Like the idea of like having to name your pulling vehicle, like in NASCAR or round racing, they've just got numbers on them. And drag racing, some of them do, but a lot of times you're just referencing the team sponsor or whatnot. But in pulling, the idea of like, I had to name this piece of iron, and like you root for like little kids out there. They don't know the name of the driver. They know the name of the vehicle. So the vehicle takes on its own persona. So there's a lot to a name. It adds a whole lot to it.
Yeah, we're going to do this every Monday. So please, fans, just submit your pictures and your phrases to us. And like I said, we cover everything from garden tractors to multi-engine modifieds to whatever. It's just a lot of fun like that. So, and then now let's talk about some upcoming events that we're working with some promoters to help them out a little bit. Kenzie, can you roll through some of these? Mike, did the Chiefs play tonight?
Oh yeah, they are playing currently. We were winning 7-0 when I came upstairs. So I'm getting time and a half since I'm missing the Chiefs game this evening.
They're winning still.
They're still winning?
New Orleans Saints.
Oh, 10-7. Hey, the Saints are pretty good, Mike.
Well, they got Derek Carr, and he's a former Raider, and he's really good at losing in Arrowhead, so we're not too worried.
Mike, let's do a friendly wager. You're up 10-7 right now. Just a friendly.
You're going to bet on the Saints?
Yes, hell yeah. I'll do anything to wind you up.
I would cheer for the Packers. Okay, you've got me wound up. What's our little parlay here?
No, that was Allie and Dan Mayer.
Yeah.
They did it with those. So if the Saints win, you have to wear a Green Bay Packers something entire episode of Let's Grow Pulling one of these Mondays. I won't make you pay for it. I'll send it to you. I have a helmet, and you're going to wear it the entire podcast.
My whole wife's family are Packers fans. There is many a Packer gear floating around downstairs right now.
No,
so.
Mike, I have a helmet. I got
to do the podcast with a helmet on.
You do. When the Saints beat the Chiefs tonight, you were wearing a helmet. So what do I have to do if the Saints, if the Chiefs win tonight? You gonna give me any points, or are you just we gonna go straight up?
No, we're just going straight up. No,
What
we're
is
just
the
going on
line?
the outcome of
What
the
is the
game.
line?
And I don't know. Yeah, we're gonna have to. Well, you'll have to wear a Taylor Swift T-shirt. in fandom of Travis Kelce, you're gonna have to wear, or you're gonna have to do some sort of Taylor Swift fandom because we love Taylor here.
I want to wear a tank. If the Chiefs win, I'm gonna wear a tank top like Kevin Davis does. My favorite promoter.
Oh man.
If the Chiefs win, we actually will sell a Swifty type of. Well, no, we'll probably get sued, won't we?
Yeah.
No, we could come up with like beer money pulling team saying like Taylor Swift dated Mike Idol, something like that, before he got married.
Dude, Travis Kelce, Mike Idle, both class of 2008. I mean, it was every graduating seniors class of 08.
That was a heck of a draft class, Mike. Heck of a draft class.
He was just it was we graduated the same. You can't tell me if you graduated in 08 that you did not. Good for him, as all the rest of us gentlemen are going to say.
Awesome. All right, back to upcoming events.
Yeah.
Sorry, Mike. I saw a squirrel. Good luck on your bet, buddy. So Jordan, Minnesota, the Big Boo 3. Mark Fisher says, if the Chiefs win, I can drive your tractor. Yeah, you can sit on it, Fisher. That's about it. So they got it's like a big truck or treat this weekend, this Saturday up in Jordan, Minnesota. They got truck pulls. I think they have a truck show during the day and stuff like that. It should be a heck of a good event. Jordan, Minnesota. Anybody know where Jordan, Minnesota is that's watching right now?
Nope.
Not sure. This is what Chandler's going to this weekend. This is in Salem, Ohio. So he's excited about the garden tractor pulls, and they have diesel tractors there as well. So Chandler's going to that this Saturday, October 12th in Salem, Ohio. Darling Simple Shootout. It's a cool poster, by the way.
And
Sevierville, Tennessee. That's where Kenzie and I are going with Full Pull Live. Dan Mayer's on the microphone. Mike, Dan Mayer's coming to Diesels and Dark Corners now.
Is he?
Yeah, you get to work with him.
Dude, he is absolutely so I listened or I watched the entire pull from last week, and I can't wait to listen to this one. I've been going back and looking at the whole Full Pull catalog, but just listening to Dan, Dan's the man.
So this will be our first ever TNT live stream. We did Mid-South in Woodbury, Tennessee a couple weeks ago, and the weather looks fantastic for this weekend. This is their 2024 championship truck and tractor pull. Some points champions will be crowned this week. I think they have Bardstown, Kentucky after this as well. TNT does, but this is the association owned by Eddie Carey. They also do the Lexington Invitational the first weekend in January. So a lot of good things going on there, but they have light limited super stock tractors. Those things scream down south. Well, they scream everywhere, but they have a good bunch of them down there. 10,000 pound hot farm tractors, hot rod tractors. I think that's like a single engine V8 class, if I'm not mistaken. Super modified 2-wheel drive trucks. That's the Untouchable is going to be there. I'm going to touch the Untouchable again. They commented on one of our Facebook posts. So, Dave Venals is going to Kennewack, Washington pull this weekend. Dave, I don't even know how to say Kennewick. I think maybe I just did. Mark Clinton's in from North Carolina. And then super modified 2-wheel drive trucks. That would be, what's Chase Carey call his, the orange ones? The Monkey Mayhem?
Yes.
That's got that crazy orange, like safety orange with a mix of cocaine in it. Kind of or fentanyl or whatever today's crazy drug is, but it's bright orange. And then super modified 4-wheel drive trucks. We should see the Why Not van. I think these are the ones with the longer wheelbase, right?
Yes, they are. Yeah, they're supercharged for one. They're not. Yeah, they're not. So like most 4-wheel drive trucks, of course, the big thing is they're naturally aspirated. These guys have blower motors on them. So these have like the 2-wheel drive truck style motors in a 4-wheel drive truck body, but with a longer wheelbase.
That's awesome. So, and then 3.0 diesel trucks. So I haven't seen 3.0. We saw them with the Outlaws a lot this summer.
Yeah,
3.0s. I haven't seen many 3.0 trucks. Well, I didn't see them on the Grand National Full Pull Live. So this should be. Do we have any 3.0 trucks down in Woodbury?
No.
Is this an indoor pull?
No.
Okay, but just TNT had an indoor pool late last spring or last winter or something like that. Because
Well, they had one in Lexington, Kentucky.
Lexington. Okay. Yeah. That's all I was picturing.
Didn't we talk about that already?
Yeah, like 2
I
months
don't
ago.
think Mike's listening to us, Kenzie.
Strong speaker, poor listener.
When the Saints go ahead, be sure to let me know. I'm gonna start sizing up that helmet for Mike, that Packer helmet. Always troubles watching on YouTube. They say, "Hey guys, which pulling is more popular in Oklahoma?" It's sort of popular in Oklahoma. We have some 5.0 Pro stocks from Outlaws there.
Yep.
And then this one's in Jefferson, New York, or is it Jefferson, Ohio? Jefferson, Ohio. Pulling for Jacob. Benefit truck and tractor pull. Super semi, street diesel, light limited super stock, open semis. The 26th, I think that's a Saturday. We're talking about that a little bit more. Truck pull, Chinese action. I'm joking. It says auction, right? Does that say Chinese auction?
No, that says action.
Chinese action. Okay, stop. Oh, hello, little boy. No, I can't. I don't think
I did see Dan Mayer posted a throwback picture today of a super modified 2-wheel drive truck, and it was a Toyota in the 1980s, and it was called Rice Burner. And I was like, that would get canceled so quickly today.
I listened to the Kill Tony podcast. It is the funniest freaking thing I've ever done. Are you going to see a full pull live? Can stream live the January pull for TNT? That I'm sure we'll try, David. I'm not involved in that side of it, but I'm sure we'll try. But with your full pull live subscription, if you have a current one, or you can buy one, get right back in, go back and watch all the replays. You can watch Sevierville this weekend, 6 o'clock both nights. Listen to the Dan Mayer, watch Mackenzie's awesome camera work, and then on the 26th you can go to the Chinese action. So that's supposed to be Chinese auction. That's where you just put a bunch of gifts, like they have these at church, right?
I was gonna say, I don't know what either of those things mean. What's a Chinese? I wouldn't even like.
A Chinese auction is like everybody gets a ticket,
okay,
and they just put a bunch of free shit out on the table. It's like stuff you want to get rid of. It's like when you re-gift something, and then you get a ticket, and then you just get something for free. You just go up and pick something off the table.
Gotcha.
If I'm wrong, let me know in the comments. But I'm pretty sure. But
it's like a yard sale, but you don't have to
who's
pay.
Promoting this? Is Chase Steinman promoting this one?
No idea.
What's it say on the very bottom of that poster? Can you read it?
It just says Pine Lake producers and crew are not responsible for
Chinese action.
Or injury. Blah blah blah.
Mark Kitten says learning a lot from Dan. Hope to be half announced via someday. Dan is the man.
Don't we all, man? Don't we all?
Laugh out loud. Sounds like some Cold State shit. That's good stuff. And then can you bring up the hubs? It is Chase. Yeah, Chase Diamond, CS Pulling Promotions, buddy. Chinese action. We're going to want to correct that there, kiddo. So I misspell every day, but it's all good. Thank God for ChatGPT. So it's all good. And then bring up the Hub City for this Friday. Yeah. Sorry about that, Kenzie. Hub City, Wisconsin. We had Riley Anderson with this last week. I put it towards the bottom. Oh, I have it. That's fine. Yeah. Give me a second, guys. So our hometown this weekend, big diesel truck pull on Friday. And they got some really good money that they're doing some paybacks in. And right there it is. I thought everybody could see that.
I didn't refresh my screen before we went live.
Oh, shoot. I didn't know that worked. But this Friday in Richland Center, Wisconsin, at Fairgrounds, there is a big money. Big money. And they got all the class 3 diesel except that super stock 4x4 gas truck class. So might get your 4x4 out. So
they had some running at the Fairgrounds last weekend. I told everyone that if like my post got like 500 likes, we'd put my truck in the pool. So didn't happen though.
But they got a 3.6 class, $3,000. Didn't he say that's $3,000 to win?
Yes.
Okay, so $3,000 to win the 3.6. Super stock gas, $1,500 to win that. Work stock, $1,000. 2.6, $1,500. Street diesel, $500, and then the hot street diesel, $1,000. That's this Friday in Richland Center, Wisconsin, the home of the Beer Money Pulling Team. Out there at the fairgrounds. And then Saturday is the big dyno day with the drag races. It's kind of their UCC, their ultimate call out challenge, Mike. And they have some big competitors coming in. Be sure to follow Hub City Dirt Drags, Hub City Dyno Challenge on Facebook, and you'll check it all out. They did a really good job with that. So we're excited for
Chiefs
that.
Just scored, Mike.
13-7 now.
Yeah.
Oh, they just scored a field goal though.
Yeah.
So we
could
still win. Go Saints. And I really don't care, but I just want to have some fun with theirs. So.
Can you get rid of
What'd you say?
Can you get rid of your overlay?
Oh, I got to do that? What kind of producer are you? I lived in Wisconsin for a year and learned a whole new world up there. Yes. Let me guess. You drank too much and you had to move away. Bar dice, spotted cow, and that I'm not in love with the snow. Very good. So Jeff Hothem will be on any minute, and we're going to talk about his unlimited Superstock Championship with the PPL, the fully loaded John Deere that changes color every year because he's the best I've ever seen with sponsors. He does an amazing job, and
that was question number one I've got loaded for Jeff is we're going to have him rank his personal preferences in the multicolored John Deere. Which color did he like best, and how did each of them come to be?
He confirmed that he was coming on tonight, right, Michael?
100%. He said he was very excited about it. Could not wait. So
well, he shared our post, so I thought maybe something came up with work or whatever. So it's all we'll give him a couple minutes yet.
Never know. For sure.
What else do you want to talk about? Well, let's go through the pull lineup for this fall. Let me
definitely
have an overlay for that. Right up here. Oops.
Over here in the comments.
What do we got?
He says he's here.
He's not here. He's not here.
We don't see you.
Click on that link. If you're watching, click on that link that I sent to your email, and that should bring you right into the show.
Mike, go ahead and log off. Just back off and then give him a call and help him get on, okay?
Yep.
Kenzie and I'll talk about this. Full Pull Live coming up. Again, this weekend will be just leave the studio quick, Mike. There you go. TNT Championship Pull this weekend from Sevierville, Tennessee, October 11th and 12th. The North Carolina State Fair, Raleigh, North Carolina, October 18th and 20th. So one pull Friday night, 2 on Saturday, 1 on Sunday. And we're going to have that on fullpull.live. And then we're heading to Texas. So if you're an Outlaw Pulling TV subscriber, you can watch Lufkin on Outlaw Pulling TV. Mm-hmm. If you're a Full Pull Live subscriber, you can watch it there. So both of us are going to live stream that for all of you out there in Lufkin, Texas. Dragging and pulling in the pines, semi-truck drag racing all day long, and then the big stuff at night. So it's going to be fun. Mike Idle, what'd Jeff say?
Well, this is intriguing. He says that, I bet I know what's going on. He says he's on. He can see himself and his mic's working. I bet he needs to enter studio. That would be.
There he is.
There he is.
The guy can win a points championship, but he can't get on a podcast.
Well, I didn't know I had to scroll down to see enter the studio. So
it just dawned on me. I was like, I bet he hasn't hit the one that says enter studio. So no big deal.
We have a cool video.
He's here.
Yeah.
Fully loaded Jeff Hothem.
No, Mike, we have a video ready.
Oh.
We got to show a video before you start yakking, Idle. Come on, buddy.
Oh, my gosh.
So it looks
Jeff
like
Hothem there. Is he getting it lit? Jeff Hothem, 2024 Unlimited Superstock Champion. And if he wouldn't have stepped on it at Bowling Green, he could have had both. Can I just say it like that, Hothem? You're my friend.
Yeah, you can, because that was something right there.
Yeah. So, but Mike is our professional interviewer. Jeff, I'm going to be quiet. He's way better at this than I am. So, Jeff, thanks for coming on, and we love you, bro.
Jason, first of all, you can't be quiet. That's not in your behavior.
They mute me. They mute me.
I was going to say we've taken precautions against that. So we're waiting for the day in the show where either of us stay quiet for more than 5 minutes. We're going to call it Kenzie's 5 minutes of fame, and it's where she gets to talk instead of each of us.
Oh, shoot.
But no, Jeff, thank you so much for coming on the show. Congratulations on your 2024 points championship. Beautiful tractor, awesome season. I was going through some of the statistics today on the PPL side of things. Jason, he wants to go straight to Bowling Green and start digging up the ugly things. And I'm going to keep everything light and positive. So you guys had 7 scheduled hooks for the PPL Champions Tour series. You were able to hook 6 of them because of a rain out.
Yep.
Have you stopped and processed? Do you realize what the lowest you finished was on the entire season? Could you tell everyone what the lowest finish you had for PPL was?
I'm pretty sure it was, if I'm not mistaken, I was pretty sure it was second for the PPL.
Never finished below second place. So you want to talk about a year where things are going pretty good. You had 3 seconds to start the year, and then you finished the year with 3 firsts. But your rival and buddy there, the other Jeff, you guys have the juggernauts of Jeff out there in PPL. He was kind of trading positions for you there for a while too. So just give us the big scope of your season. Walk us through kind of, what worked for you and how were you able to be so consistent and successful at the same time?
Well, I tell you what, Jeff's a great puller, a great competitor, and has a great piece of machinery as well. When we first started out the season, I was really worried how we were going to get around him. I knew it had to be that either that something mechanically happened, or that he screwed up in driving or something of that nature. We still weren't leaning on our equipment as hard as we could. So I knew we had that option yet to go. But, I tell you what, I was kind of concerned. I kept getting those second places and Jeff kept getting those first places. I'm like, how am I going to get around him?
Mm-hmm.
So we went to Rockwell, Iowa. That's an NTPA event, but we went to Rockwell, Iowa on a Thursday and then did Thursday night, Friday noon. We won there and then hauled tail to Mount Sterling, Illinois for a 7 o'clock show there. Ended up winning that one. And then left for Salem, Illinois the next day on Saturday and ended up winning that one. So that was a pretty awesome accomplishment. 3 national polls in less than 48 hours, all getting wins on those. I was tickled pink to that. I still can't believe it. But it was quite a challenge, and somehow the moon aligned and the stars lined up, and we were able to get around them a couple times.
Yeah, when I was looking at the results, I didn't even factor your NTPA, side into things. So that's a whale of an accomplishment, like you said. So would that actually have been 2 wins in 2 different places for 2 different associations on the same calendar day? You picked up a win at Rockwell,
same calendar day,
and a win at Mount Sterling. That feels. Yet again, we reference Dan Mayer on here a lot. That feels like one of those trivia moments. Someone get on the phone with Dan. Has any puller won 2 separate national level events on the same calendar day? So that's pretty neat. No, I was really enjoying looking at the kind of the good old fashioned shootout that you and Hurt had this year. The first 3 pulls for PPL, he finishes first. You finish second. The 4th pull of the year, you grab a first. He goes to second. And then you sweep the season out, and I think he might have ran into some motor trouble or got a little wild or something, but he kind of fell off.
Yeah.
He's last year's points champion. Not only you hit a point where you had to chase him down, and then you kind of had to stave him off. How does that play with you mentally when you're out there driving and setting up, knowing you've gotten, he's a gunslinger, man. He's a big one to kind of not only catch, but then stay in front of.
Well, absolutely. He can throw anything, all caution to the wind, and just drop the hammer and let her rip. I mean, that's just how Jeff operates, and it does well for him. But no, I tell you what, the nerves and the uptight feeling and stuff before the polls, that was getting on me pretty good towards the end of the season, and somehow I was able to keep those down once the helmet went on and the shield went down. We were able to go down the track and do a decent job at it. So it was pretty hairy towards the end.
And we want to give plenty of love because your whole group there in PPL that they just had on the screen pulling for points. You grabbed the championship this year. Jeff Hurt grabs the championship last year. But this is a loaded stack of really, really good alcohol burning super stock drivers. What's it like just pulling with and against and for this group? Are you guys all best friends behind the scenes, or do you keep your secrets under lock and key? What's it like just pulling with these guys week after week?
Well, we're all great friends on the track and off the track. We will do anything to get anybody to the track, but once we get on the track, we're still friends. Don't get me wrong, but the gloves come off when we want to beat everybody when they're running their best and at their top performance. We don't. It's kind of going back to Dragway 42, the last PPL hook. I kind of felt bad for Jeff Hurt because he had some wastegate mechanical problems. I didn't really want to win like that. I wanted to win him and beat him when he was at his best. And that's the mentality. We do everything we can. And as soon as I made my run, I immediately went back because he was ahead of me and he dropped till last. And so I immediately went back off the tractor and went over to him. I said, dude, what do you need? What can I help you with? Oh, I think we're good. I think we're good. Are you sure? Did you check everything? Yeah. We're good. We're good. I think we'll be all right. Okay. So, I mean, it's just, we have that cohesiveness in our class. I know some other classes may not be that tight as what we are in the super stock class, but it's a great group of people, excellent pullers, a ton of knowledge between all the pullers that are in our class. It's just phenomenal. I wouldn't want to be in any different class than what we are now. It's amazing. It's just a great group of people willing to help each other out and do whatever it takes to get everybody to the track.
No, I like how you say you would never want to be in a different class. This is kind of, in my opinion, when tractor pulling first originated, you had super stocks and you had modifieds, and that was kind of all there was. And then as time developed, the pro stocks and the super farms and everything kind of evolves with it. But the heavy supers back in the day, and you could argue even now, that was the handbill show. That was the best of the best, the 7,500 pound super stocks, which is now what we call, the super stock open or the unlimited supers and whatnot. It's a fun class, multiple turbochargers at the maximum weight. Have you always been an alcohol guy, or were you blowing smoke early in the days when you started?
Yeah, we started back in 01 with a diesel super stock. So we've always been in the super stock class, but we started back in 01 in the diesel super stock, and we brought out the alcohol in 2010. And we've been doing alcohol since 2010. We started on the PPL side of the national circuit about 2011, full-time with them, and then go between PPL and NTPA now and scheduling permits.
So in 2011, when you switched over to alcohol, was the tractor green at that time?
Yes.
Walk us through. We were joking about this, and every fan wants to hear about this. I've got a lot of buddies who don't understand truck and tractor pulling. I'm asking, well, what is this? Are these even tractors? With all due respect, I never show them your tractor, because to see a blue John Deere or to see a red John Deere, to see a gray John Deere, it confuses them even worse. Do you have I'm not going to ask you for a favorite sponsor because we love all our sponsors, but you have a favorite color of the 4 colors it's been. What was your favorite version of the fully loaded?
To be honest with you, I like the green. It was crisp, clean, bold, and it was what it was supposed to be. Can I say that? But and that's a picture of the diesel tractor. Well, man, wow! Look at that handsome guy in the seat there. Holy cow! Who is? Oh shit, that's me. Oh wow. Okay, look at that. Hey, anyway, So no. I like the green because that's what it was supposed to be. It was we kept it clean, we kept it pristine as far as not a whole lot of graphics on the side. Then Carlisle came on board, and it was blue. And the what I really liked about the blue was that there was, if you really look inside the blue, there was white airbrush. It was still wrapped, but airbrush appearing ghosts of different tools. Hammers, screwdrivers, crescent wrenches, ratchets, in the background. Unfortunately, maybe 10% of the people actually saw it that actually came up to the pits and actually looked through the graphics to see that in the background. So I thought that was pretty cool. Unfortunately, it just didn't stand out. Now the blaster, the red, black, and orange, that was a more kind of a bam in your face type deal. That had its own vibrant power, attention grabber type scenarios going on with that color scheme. Now, I think the BTEC scales here is more of a sophisticated, calmer edition, but yet subtle and kind of just a subtle bold, if you will, if that makes sense. You get to look at it, you're like, wow, that's pretty awesome. So do I have a favorite? No, not really. I've liked them all. For different reasons. But I really like how this one turned out, because I think it's like more of a subtle, more sophisticated look.
Jason and Kenzie, are you hearing these awesome in-depth analytical descriptions of the paint schemes? Our new session in the show needs to be, reviews of wraps with Jeff Hothem.
Yeah, now that Jeff knows how to get on the podcast, I think we can let him on. So,
Jeff, who are some of your best appearing tractors or trucks, throughout all time or out there today? What are some other ones, maybe with bold sponsors or wraps or clean looks? Who else has some vehicles that really speak to your taste or catch your eye?
Oh, I tell you what, there's a lot of them. I mean, especially now that everybody's going to the wraps, you can do, I don't want to say you can do more because there's some really fancy and very artistic airbrush painters out there. And I don't want to take anything away from them at all. But you can do so much with relative ease, being it's all done by computer with these wraps. It's just, there's tons, there's too many to even mention or say that. And there's a lot of really sharp looking vehicles out there. Then you've got some that are like Chaos has put out a couple that they're just very simple, plain, and they're just absolutely phenomenal and just gorgeous. So does it have to be wrapped to be cool? No, it doesn't. It can be just a John Deere green, the International red. It just depends on how nicely it's done. And there's some really good looking pieces of equipment out there.
There's a question for the fans. So we're getting kind of off the rails talking about every aspect of tractor pulling with 2024 points champion in the Unlimited Super Stocks, Jeff Hothem. Fans, do you like tractors with graphics and wraps, or do you like the plain clothes, 1066 just with the black stripe and nothing else on it? So let us know in the comments what's your preferred. Jeff, talk to us about other points championships.
Hey, Mike, hold on. Hey, Mike.
Yeah.
As the producers behind the scenes, and I know you're talking about, do you see like when we put stuff on the bottom of the screen, do you know what that means? We want you to ask that to our guest.
Yeah. Did you celebrate your championship?
No,
nope,
start over.
Dinner,
start over,
fancy
Mike.
feast?
Mike, start over. Colin Burkholz, International 1456 Light Pro Stock Puller, is watching on YouTube. Wants to know. See how I set that up, Mike?
Jason, where would I be without you?
You'd be a lot happier.
Colin Burkholz wants to know, did you celebrate your championship with a fancy dinner, like Fancy Feast?
Colin, I did not. It was Meow Mix again as a special treat. But yes, this all stemmed from back when I was on with the Three Stooges. The full pull guys.
You were right. Don't call them the full pull guys, because that's a reflection of us. They're their own identity, Hoda. Their own identity.
Well, they had a question on there that you had three truths and one lie, and so to fill everybody in here, my one of my truths was that when I was a kid, I ate Meow Mix or ate cat food, and so that was the pretense to this question by Colin, and then Lindsay Campbell down at Louisville. When we got down there, she presented me with a Meow Mix T-shirt. So that's how that all started. And of course, I took a video of it and we put it on Facebook, and that's where the question came from.
This was an accident, right? This wasn't like some Ohio thing where the kids are like, instead of Chex Mix, they're getting Meow Mix or something, right?
Yeah, but you gotta remember how old I am. This is back in the early '80s. They didn't have Tide Pods back then, so I guess we had to do Meow Mix.
No, that's east of the river stuff.
Yeah. Right.
Oh my goodness. Jeff, this is great, man. This is you're an awesome interview. Thank you for taking time. You're an hour ahead of us. It's late out there, so thanks for doing this with us. Tell us about your career.
9 more minutes, Mike. Don't cut him off. This guy's good.
I'm not. I'm giving credit where credit's due. No, we are just setting up the career.
I felt like he was wrapping it up, and I didn't want to.
We were setting up I want to hear about is, Jeff, tell us about some of your other memorable seasons and some of your major career highlights leading up to your 2024 campaign.
Yeah, we were bestowed a very big honor with Lucas Oil Pro Pulling League in 2015 and Puller of the Year. So that was a huge honor to be selected as the Puller of the Year. In 16 and 17, we're also national champions. So this is in 24 here. This is actually our third time national championship, obtaining a championship with the Pro Pulling League. So that's been great. Back in our Ohio State tractor puller days, we got Family of the Year, and we also got two state titles, if you will, on the OSTPA circuit too. So that was, and my mom got Miss OSTPA. I don't remember exactly what year that was, but she got Miss OSTPA one year during our state days. So we've had quite an experience with tractor pulling, but we've also been at it for 23 years, which I can't believe it's been 23 years. But it's been a while. But we've had a lot of fun. We've met a lot of great people and a lot of memories. It's been terrific. So those are just some of the highlights from our pulling career here. But it's been a great time.
What was your inspiration to get into pulling, and what were some of the steps that you took to kind of get to that diesel super stock and then into the alcohol super stock?
Well, looking back on it, it's permanent insanity. I used to say it was temporary insanity, but now it's permanent insanity. But no, long story short, and I will keep it short because it is a rather long story. When I was growing up, I was never allowed to take, Dad worked full-time off the farm. I was never allowed to take tractors to the county fair to pull dead weight. Never allowed to take tractors to tractor day. And I always wanted to do that. And my grandparents always took me to the tractor pulls. I loved them. So fast forwarding a little bit, I went to college, got a boat down on the Ohio River at the University of Cincinnati, got a boat down on the Ohio River. That was costing a lot of money for the marina storage, fuel, etc. And I said, well, I'm going to sell the boat. I would like to buy a pulling tractor. Mm-hmm. So I went to the Claremont County Fair in Claremont County, Ohio, met with an individual, Brian Stroud, who had a diesel super stock at the time called Never Enough. And that night at the Claremont County Fair, I talked to him after the pull, and he had burned a piston and done a couple other small things to the motor. And I asked him, I said, hey, I don't know anything about this. Well, how much does it cost to get into this? He just kind of looked at me. And at that point, I realized now, looking back, what that look was like, oh my God, are you kidding me? Why would you want to do this? So long story short, we ended up buying his tractor from him. He helped us out. And then the Bottrell family, Nick and Andy Bottrell with Dirty Sally, kept it at their place for a while, for about a year and a half almost, while I was living in the city of Cincinnati at college. So they are gracious enough to let me keep the tractor there, and that's how we kind of started.
Were you a big pulling fan growing up to that point, or was it just that desire to be, at the dead weight pull and agricultural and tractor days, and you just kind of went straight to the top?
Well, I mean, we didn't go. We went to the surrounding, our county and the surrounding county for the tractor pulls. We never traveled. We never went to Toma. We never went to Bowling Green. We never went to the national pulls. We always just stayed local when I was young. And so, no, to answer your question, no. I mean, yes, I was a fan, but I wasn't one of those diehard fans. Really, go to Chapel Hill, go to Toma, go to Bowling Green, all that stuff. I didn't have the opportunity or take the opportunity to do that. So, no, it was more local.
Sure. So tell us this then, with the success that you've had and the help and the experience that you've had. We always like talking to our pullers about some tracks. Where is a track? I like asking both questions. What's a track that just fits your setup, that when you see it on the schedule, you circle it and you start licking the chops and you say, that one's our gold for the grandbabies, and then go the other way? Which one is your nemesis, the one that the beast that you can't tame? Tell us about tracks and challenges.
Well, I'll go on the challenges side. I don't want to talk bad about any tracks. I mean, we've been to many different places, obviously, in our 23 years. Tracks have been good some years, and they've been great some years, and they've just been piss poor some years. It just depends a lot. A lot has to do with Mother Nature, unfortunately, even though we open up the tracks to let them dry out if need be, or we dump, 25,000 gallons of water in over the week ahead of time before the pull, or we dump 25 gallons in the night before the pull. That doesn't work out too well, but people have learned. But anyway, there's some really, really good ball busting tracks out there. And like I said, they change every year. But as far as maybe a troublesome track that we just never seem to agree with is Freeport, Illinois. For whatever reason, and it's a shame it got rained out this year, because I was actually looking at it. It was actually looking to be a darn good track, and what we would like for our tractor and our setup, and it was going to be exciting. until it was about I think it was about 5:30. It started dropping rain like it was a job, and it got rained out. So, but yeah, for some reason, Freeport, Illinois, it would just never have done super great there.
Do you have a track that's your honey hole? Is there a place that, without jinxing it, that you've got several wins to your credit at this one location?
Probably Stark County, Ohio. That's a state hook. We try to hit the state hook, local state hooks, when we can, and it's not conflicting on the national schedule. Stark County, we've been pretty successful at. Now they haven't had our class there for a couple of years now, but pretty consistently we'd be up definitely in the top two, at least top 2 or 3, and I've also won several times up there. But that was a pretty much like, that's going to be a good track. Let's continue to go. But unfortunately, they don't have our class there anymore.
All right. So Logan Stevens is curious. You're a mini rod in the future. Are there some rumors out here about getting a house loaded or something?
Well, there is nothing set in stone right now. We aren't actively pursuing that. It has been discussed. But we are not actively pursuing that at this point.
Okay. So kind of springboarding off that then, let's just be a fan outside of the Super Stock Open or the Heavy Supers. What class is your favorite just to sit back and watch? Which one as a driver or mechanic has you scratching your head and just saying, man, that is interesting? Well,
I tell you, I'd love to be in a mini. I think it'd be awesome. I think it'd be pretty cool. I think they're going to be way more to handle than what it is in an alcohol super. It's going to be more, I don't want to say more exciting, but maybe more challenging would be a better word to use. I also like the semis. I don't want to work on diesel motors, but I love the semis. They're pretty cool too. I just think the sheer torque and horsepower that they've got there, and lifting up the front end like that and just twisting the chassis and going down the track, that is just, that's pretty awesome.
Based solely on crowd reactions, I would actually say those are probably the two biggest. Like if you're going to just watch the crowd come to their feet, you're going to see it in the semi class and the mini rod class. That semi class is one that I hope within the next 20, 30 years, we see the numbers just double and triple in that class, because that's such an intriguing class. But, your class as well, we hope that the numbers continue to grow in it, because like I said, it's kind of the cornerstone of pulling. Dylan Dirks chiming in says, congratulations and looking forward to seeing you at the banquet.
Awesome. Good deal, Dylan. We'll see you there.
Perfect. So who do you need to give a shout out to? Who do you need to thank? Give us your just big closing statement or anything on your mind at this point, Jeff.
Oh, that's a little dangerous for you to leave it wide open like that. But no, we have B-Tech Scales as our primary sponsor this year, along with Breck Bueller Scales. The B-Tech Scales is your scale manufacturer. Breck Bueller Scales is your scale service provider, installer, diagnosing, testing, certifying the scales that B-Tech makes. So it's a sister company. So those two guys have been on board. Those two entities have been on board. Super nice, family-owned business. They're all over the place. They're in 18 different locations, not just in here in Ohio. It encompasses at least, if I'm not mistaken, 7 states. And 18 different locations. So they're out there. So if you have any scale needs or anything like that, or even just come out and service your scales that you have already because something's not quite right, or to test them or to certify them, give Breck Bueller or B-Tech Scales a call. Those guys are super great. Andy and the whole family have just been super nice and bent over backwards for us. We would not be where we are today as far as competing on the national level had it not been for all of our sponsors, but Breck Bueller and B-Tech Scales especially. They've done an amazing job for us. Tonka Services is also on board this year and is coming on board next year as well. They are a commercial motor vehicle repair facility and a towing facility right here near the hometown here, about 6 miles down the road. They came on board, and so they're a big supporter of us and love the sport as well. I got to thank my crew, Austin and Shelby, and they just had the little baby girl, Braylon. She came to her first tractor pull at Dragway 42, so that was pretty cool. My mom, she supports everything and does pretty much everything as far as logistic wise in the coach type things, where she gets everything ready and gets everything, all the food cooked and everything. And she's done awesome. And then also Tanya and Phil Baker, Austin's mom and dad, have come out this year and helped too. So it's been, you can't do it by yourself, guys. I'm telling you. God love the people that are trying, but it takes an army to make things happen. And I appreciate very much all of our people that help us out.
Well, hey, Jeff, what's behind you? What's behind you on your shelf? I want to see some of this stuff. Yeah. Can you pick anything up and point it at the camera?
Yeah, sure. Well, this is last year's fourth place at Bowling Green.
Yeah, nice.
Last year's. This is pretty cool. The trophy they gave us for out of Dragway 42. It's in a shape of a tractor weight, so that's pretty neat.
Is that made out of wood?
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. You can see it there. Isn't that neat? Mm-hmm. I haven't seen one of those before. But yeah, I just got tons of different trophies. Kind of the most stuff in the center. I don't know. I can turn it. Can you guys see that very well or not?
Yeah. Yep.
Don't look at my mess of papers over there. And then get my ugly mug out of the way here, and then we got the other ones on this side here. And then we got our championship helmets. Championship helmets from 16 and 17 here are sitting beside the desk.
Those are awesome.
So yeah, so it's like I said, it's been a heck of an experience. It's been an awesome experience, and the memories, the friends, the friendships. You can't replace it. I'm not sure what else I would do where I'm getting this much support, friendship, cooperation, help, willingness to do anything. It's awesome. I don't think the fans realize how much that is, and it means a lot.
So Jeff, let's say we went out for supper and I said, Jeff, I'm taking you out for a championship dinner. Okay. And this has nothing to do with the cat food. Okay. I'm being serious. I want to know, you can order anything and, I'm a diesel super puller, so I need money, but I'm going to splurge. Okay. So I want you to say, I want to know what alcoholic beverage you're drinking, what adult beverage you're drinking, and what you're ordering off the menu. It can be anything.
Well, I'm not too classy on my beer choices. I'll just do a Busch Light. I'll save you in the pocketbook there. But
wait, here it comes.
But I will take the best cut of steak that can possibly be made and prepared, and some type of potato. I don't care, but I'm a meat and potato guy, so give me the best cut of steak and a potato and a Busch Light, and I'm good to go.
That is a man at my own heart. It would be. I'd have to say a bone-in ribeye would be fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely. I love ribeyes. They got a lot of flavor to them. The problem is I usually have with ribeyes is they're too small.
Just order two. Jason's buying.
Oh yeah, I didn't say there was any limits. Good idea.
Hothem, I'll get you at Louisville this year or wherever I run into you next. So
I'll have two ribeyes, please.
Take it three. Come on.
I'm gonna start putting $1 a day into an envelope for the Hothem steak fund. So. Right. Jeff, I know how bad you wanted this championship. I know how hard you've worked, and I felt horrible for you at Bowling Green when the tractor didn't perform. But I was glad as your friend that you still had a chance to go get that PPL title and to beat Jeff Hurt. Because when somebody says, how hard is Jeff Hurt going to try every single time? Nobody tries harder. Nobody. Yeah. He'll be the first one to give you anything, but he'll be the first one to just bend that throttle. Like, I'm surprised his throttle isn't literally bent.
That is true. I mean, there's no cares given. Whatever happens going down the track, it happens, and it's full throttle, 110% if there is such a thing, and then it just – if it blows, it blows. He, I mean, I know he cares, but he, doesn't care.
Right? Yeah. No, he doesn't care. I love it. Jeff, thank you.
It was a great season hanging out with everybody, and you guys did an awesome job, and you guys are doing great things to the sport. So just keep it up, guys. I appreciate you having me on, and thanks to everybody that follows the sport, and please tell your friends.
Oh yeah.
Next time you see Jeff Hothem, everybody bring him a Busch Light and a prime rib or something. So.
Listen, if you're, I just take a Busch Light.
Awesome. Thanks, Jeff. Have a good night, buddy.
All right, guys. Thank you.
Thank you much.
Awesome interview with the Jeff Hothem, fully loaded, your 2024 Unlimited Superstock with the Pro Pulling League champion, the fully loaded tractor. Beautiful behind us. The one of the nicest guys in pulling, Mike. I got to hang out this summer some with Full Pull Live. Benson, I think for sure. We talked to him. He had the biggest party at Bowling Green, Mike. His trailer was the happening spot.
That was the one to be at.
It was bigger than the band that actually Bowling Green had. There was more people because I was taking the handshake bets guys around Mike from Better, that came out there around on a golf cart and they'd never been to a tractor pull before. So I'm introducing to them. They're like, "What's going on over here?" I'm like, "Oh, that's Hothem's trailer." And they're like, "Who's that guy?" I'm like, "He's like Elvis, kind of," but like it's so fun. It was so fun. But then they went hard. Some of the people in our camp stayed out late at the Hothem trailer, and they didn't feel as well the next day.
Sleepy. They had the tractor pull sleepies. I've had those.
They had the tractor pull sleepies.
Yeah,
that's another new T-shirt.
Yep.
Tractor pull sleepies.
Yeah.
So
Kenzie saw me get the tractor pull sleepies at Arlington this year.
Yeah, that was the latest I stayed out this year.
I'm an adult. I mean, I've done all that stuff before. I'm 48 now.
I know. Well, past few years it's been 4 and 5, so we're progressing, Mike.
Yeah, Jason can't hang anymore. Jason can't hang.
I can't. It's been a great show so far, but we're not done. We're going to move into our throwback pictures. Then we're going to go out to California. Brian Massetti's coming on the night. I'm going to talk. They have a poll this week at the Modesto Junior College, and then we're also going to be talking about the Golden State Invitational. So that was awesome. Jeff Hothem is awesome. You guys, seriously, when you see him, take him a Busch Light. You guys take him a Busch Light and say you saw him on Let's Grow Pulling. And tell him Let's Grow Pulling is way better than that No Practice podcast. That's fun.
Then that other group.
The Three Stooges is he's not wrong. He's not wrong.
The full pull guys. He was gonna give it all.
No, you can't do that. Can't do that. So, Mike. So, what did we name this yet, Kenzie? This new segment?
Just throwback.
I thought we came up with something cool last week.
If we did,
pulling up. It's been right on the tip of my tongue. It's like digging up pulling up the past or something like that. I'm gonna.
What's that? What's the name of that group that you announced for with the antique tractors? Nobody showed up.
The Power of the Past.
See, we're gonna do something like that, aren't we?
North Missouri, Power of the Past. We're just gonna, hey, thanks for having me over, guys. We've stolen your name now.
What's the score? They got you there at 9 a.m. and only one tractor showed up. What's the score?
16-7.
16-7 Chiefs. Do you guys have a song, or do you just make Tomahawk Chop?
That's pretty much it, and I do it off beat too. They banned it. I think we're not allowed to do it because of
Washington Redskins are gone.
Yeah.
They're the Commanders. What the Chiefs? What is it? Because
no. Great. Okay, because
hold on. Hold on. Drum roll. Hold on. We got new sound effects.
Yeah. So. Oh, she played it twice. When the Dallas Texans moved to Kansas City in 1961 or whatever it was, after Lamar Hunt founded the AFC, they were looking at names, and the mayor of Kansas City, the one who brought them there, his nickname was like Chief, hey Chief, how's it going, and stuff like that. And so they named the team after him. So we get away with it because
it's Arrowhead Stadium.
Yeah, GEHA Field. Arrowhead Stadium. Yeah, that one's. Arrowhead's. That's like there's arrows, and they have like broad points and field tips on them and stuff.
What's fun about you can make fun of the Chiefs right now because there's nobody watching the podcast that's a Chiefs fan right now, except you, Mike, and that's because we pay you, so it's okay.
Ron Stone might be watching. Ron Stone's in my corner.
I doubt it. Huh? Ron's watching a Chiefs fan. Jennifer's rubbing his feet.
You don't think they've got it on 2 screens?
No, he's not. He's not that smart. He can't handle that.
Poor Ron.
We're picking on him because we can. That's why we're picking on him, because we can. So
I can, as a low man, I can give him a hard time because he's a better announcer than I am. So he can just be like, "Hey, man, just So
Mike, for your how the Kansas City Chiefs are named, we have a.
Random pointless facts with Mike Idle.
Is Jeopardy?
Speaking of which, I have a legitimate mystery with one of the coolest pulling stories I've ever accidentally researched. So buckle up, guys. I don't even know how I'm going to present this, but I've got cool stuff that I want to show everyone tonight. So let's start it off with what we know. We might only get to 2 tractors tonight, and if so, that's fine. We'll just kick the other 2 to tomorrow.
No, Massetti can play along with the stuff.
So, well, then we'll throw up the picture of one of the highest, what's the word I'm looking for? One of our most shared pictures we had on like Beer Money social media this week was actually a picture of my mom in 1991. So, that's a fun one. We're going to show that one later on. But let's start at what we know. So this right here, I know, like this one is not debated. So this tractor is actually called Bigfoot, as in like the same name as the monster truck. And they say that this tractor actually came out and was doing its thing. It was named before the monster truck. I don't know about that. But this is LD Nation. So LD Nation had this tractor in, I'm assuming this picture is taken between like 1981 to 1985, somewhere in there. This is either Bethany, Missouri or the Missouri State Fair in the early to mid 80s. LD Nation pulling a super stock. I think this was a super stock that he called Bigfoot with the words Red Power written on the side shields. Now that's kind of cool in and of itself, because when you think of LD Nation, you think of the 4 Aces, Unlimited Modified. And then later on, he had the Big Turbines and he had the Indians and Outlaws. And I think he even had like the Missouri Gambler or something like that, 2-wheel drive truck. So LD been around a long time. And not a lot of people realize that he started off with a super stock tractor or had a tractor at the same time. But, that much we know. Where the story gets confusing is with this tractor right here. So this is almost at the same pull. Like, I'm not convinced that these both weren't Bethany, Missouri, 1981, somewhere in there. And as you guys can all see, there's 2 names on the side of this tractor and then like a straight up family name on it too. So you can see on the side of the tractor, it has Mean Green written at the top, but on the side shields, it has Sneaky Snake. Now, we're not going to go down that route because there was another tractor called Sneaky Snake, and I think it was like an international pro stock that pulled in the 90s, late 80s, early 90s. I don't think they come into the story at all. So, like, first of all, is this Mean Green or is this Sneaky Snake? But you can see clear as day on the bottom down here on the frame, it says Watson Brothers. So I started Googling, I started following some leads, and actually several outlaw pullers kind of chimed in. Fred Petch chimed in and said, hey, this is the Watson Brothers. They're out of Texas. And in my research, I actually found an obituary for, I'm assuming you say this guy's name as Robbie. It might be Roby. It's R-O-B-Y. And it's going to tell all about him and his brother. So I'm going to jump in at the tail end of his obituary. And this is where I started tagging. And it's like, this is obviously Mean Green, piloted by the Watson Brothers.
Oh, Roby.
But this is it Roby? R-O-B-Y?
Sorry.
Aaron Shriver.
So Roby Watson. This is Roby Watson's memorial. Just listen to this story.
He said Toby first, that's why. Okay.
In his young adult years, Roby, it could be Robbie, there's only one B, Roby participated in rodeos around Texas, Oklahoma, and Louisiana with Billy. Billy is his brother. There's your Watson brothers. And his favorite event to compete in was steer wrestling. In his middle adult years, he grew an interest in tractor pulling and started competing with Mean Green. So that's important. There's it says Mean Green right there. With Mean Green, a tractor he and Billy owned and worked on together. James recalls how the tractor broke loose from the sled at the 1978 White Right tractor pull. So, outlaw fans or outlaw pulling TV, White Right, Texas, that should ring a bell. So the tractor breaks away from the sled in 1978 at White Right tractor pull. And in a successful attempt to miss the crowd, the tractor flipped upside down and ejected Roby. He was taken to the hospital in Sherman, where he was told he was going to have to spend the night and wouldn't be able to shave for 6 months due to burns on his face. He refused to stay, walked out of the ER, and went straight back to the tractor pull in White Right. The next morning, he woke up, shaved, and went to church. Roby went on to amass 7 regional points championships for the NTPA, including multiple wins at Louisville, Kentucky. So, first of all, the dude's a badass. Like,
yes,
his tractor upside down. The doctor's like, you got 3rd-degree burns on your face. You can't ever shave again. You're going to be on bed rest for months. He signs himself out, walks back to the tractor pull, gets up and goes to church because it's Texas, but not before shaving his face because he's a true gentleman, and then goes on to win multiple points championships with the tractor they call Mean Green. But then I get Facebook messages from an individual who claims that this tractor under this name was not owned by the Watson brothers, but actually owned by LD Nation, taking us right back to this tractor right here. So we have a complete and total kerfluffle. So an individual by the name of Steve Miller messaged me, who worked with, do you know Steve Miller? Steve
no,
Miller.
I just heard kerfuffle. So
Kerfluffle. Well, we do. We have a kerf. You don't. We do. We're all confused. So Steve Miller messages me in reference to this tractor. Says LD Nation had a John Deere dealership at the time, and when he bought, let me make sure I've got this right. Yeah, LD Nation had a John Deere dealership at the time, and when he bought the red tractor he called Bigfoot, said this made John Deere mad, and they pulled his dealership. Said it lasted about a week, and then he bought it back. He said, I worked for LD from 74 to 77. He had Mean Green, and his brother had a 4440 named the Outlaw. He says Mean Green, or what is left of it, is sitting at Doug Roberts in the graveyard. He goes, the last time it ran was around 2001, and it was being driven by Dave Yarick, who I assume is Cody Yarick's father.
yes.
So later in a different post, he said that when the Watsons owned it, it was called Sneaky Snake. When LD Nation owned it, it was called Mean Green. I have no idea here, because in the obituary, it says that the Watsons called it Mean Green. It's got the word Sneaky Snake written on the side of it. This guy is saying that LD Nation ran a John Deere dealership, built or bought this tractor, got dropped from John Deere for pulling a red one, moved on or back to this one. So fans, does anybody know? I have no idea. As far as I know, these photos are taken at the same pull. I mean, it says Watson Brothers on the bottom of it. Nowhere, anywhere does any of it say Sneaky Snake. I have no idea. So if you're watching and you have any knowledge, we do know that it ended up with Doug Roberts and Dave Yarick and pulled as recently as 2001. And we know the dude flipped it upside down, got 3rd-degree burns on his face, and didn't miss church. So
And still at the church. Yeah, that's legit.
Like, because walked back to the pool and was like, you know what? I have a points championship to win. I'm out of here, Doc. I have no idea. If you guys can help me figure this out, I am.
Jeff Hurt's long lost grandfather is what it is.
Yeah. I mean,
That's what Jeff Hurt would do.
the dude's a stud. The other pictures that we have while we're looking at various ones, this was one of our top rated, top grossing, whatever you guys want to call it. This one was like all over our Facebook page over the past 2 weeks. And this is Randy Hinton and let me see if I can get this right. Daryl Vasky.
Yep.
So at first glance, everyone's going to think this is the Indiana Rascal. This is not the Indiana Rascal. This is the Red Rascal in 1991, driven by Randy Hinton and Daryl Vasky. And what's fun about this is you can actually see the for sale sign right there beneath the gear shifts on the tractor.
Yeah.
So this is 1991, Macon, Missouri, for sale. And then, of course, that's 1-year-old me and my mom, and we're just having a grand old time right there. And then 1992, Macon, Missouri, 1 year later, it is now the Indiana Rascal. And you can see that on the side. So, for sale right here. And the Red Rascal. And lo and behold, now it's Coleman Wheatley. And now it's the Indiana Rascal. So
this style of tractor, Mike, what year was this?
92.
This is 91 right here. And these, I can honestly, Jason, I can tell you, knowing these pits well enough, that these two pictures are actually taken like less than 100 feet from each other, but 1 year to the date difference between them. So
we have to get a pullback in Macon just for Mike.
Yeah.
I want to call him Mike. Mike Idle Macon Open. Isn't that cool, kids?
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was a big pull. It was it's with
I
every
know it was.
with
I'm
every
not
association, it pulled NTPA, it pulled ATPA, it pulled Outlaw. It was always good. But no, this is Hinton and Vasky in '91 with the for sale sign, and then this is Coleman Wheatley in 1992.
So like when I see, leave, put that picture back up of the Indiana Rascal.
Yeah.
So Mike, when I see that picture, I'm not like the good old days. I'm not that guy because I like pulling where it is today. Obviously, I want to win more money or have the opportunity to pull for more money, but it's always going to progress. We know that. But like when people say, "Oh, the good old days," I miss the good old days. I do too, in a way. But like that's my memories, like '85 to the early '90s. That was my, I'm 10 years old, 15 years old, in 1990. Mike, to me, that's a tractor that I remember. Like that was the first pulling tractor, the Iron Elk and stuff like that. That's just fun to see.
I have so many Iron Elk photos that I haven't brought on here yet because I'm just waiting for like the Jason Schultz. Like I'm waiting for you to have a bad day, and then I'm going to bring all my Ernie and Warren Rock pictures on here.
When you're going to do it, let's get Warren on the show. He'll come on.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We'll do
a Warren Rock episode, Kenzie.
That'd be cool.
That would be lit. And then this one, big thank you to these pictures are getting shared around a lot. And someone posted this up the other day. I'm so stupid because like I'll see a picture and I'll be like, oh man, that's really cool. And I'll be like, man, that looks familiar. And I'll be like, oh wait, that's my picture. So someone shared this the other day and they were like Trailer Thursday and like had this up there. And I was like, damn, like that's really slick. And I was like, wait a minute. Like, I think I posted that. So to whoever it was that shared this, thank you. Well done. I had to go to the Omer Mafia had to tell me who this was. But all the Omers out there, they said that this is Ray Anderson and Charlie Schramm in Wild Cherry. So just a neat looking little 2-engine mod. So whoever shared that out there for Trailer Thursday, thanks for the love, man. 5 throwback pictures.
Trailer Thursday.
Maybe Trailer Thursday. I don't know. Yeah, Trailer Thursday. Something like that. But seriously, world, internet, pulling people because I do love looking backward. I am I like looking backward, forward in every direction and pulling. What's the story on this tractor? Did LD Nation own this tractor? Was it the Watsons? Just someone get to the bottom of that. I'm confused. So there's your throwback for this episode of Let's Grow Pulling.
We got real sound effects. Get ready. Kenzie, my producer, she's sleeping at the switch. Mike, I love this segment. It's awesome. It's part of doing that there. What's the score of the Chiefs game?
Still
16-7. I'm 9 points away from wearing a
Taylor. And while I'm at it, I should give credit to big thank you. Kurt Paulson, while we were doing the show, sent me throwback pictures that we want to use. And Dan Mayer sent me a throwback photo as well that I didn't get. I'm not quick enough to load these on the fly, but for those of you who did send some of those in during the show, I do appreciate that. I did see them. You guys are awesome.
So I started the West Coast Pullers live with John Bohr and those knuckleheads out there. And they were the ones that would, during the show, they'd be sending you stuff. So I had actually got a meeting with them. Like, guys, we're not doing this anymore. Like, I need this stuff 2 hours before the show or we're not having a podcast. Now they're off and running and they're making fools of themselves. I'm so proud of them. It's great. It's great. So when I say California, Mike, what do you think? High gas prices? Bunch of
like those low riding, honestly, because like I'm a weird.
Okay, Massetti's not smiling. Massetti's not smiling at all. He just had his birthday. Maybe he's hungover.
You legitimately say the word California. It's like the '66 Impalas, like the low riders, and that start like bouncing up and down. Like that's the first thing that comes to my mind. Like the airbrush.
My name is
that's just what I'm going to get canceled. Like, I'm sorry. Like, that's what.
Why do you keep saying that? You're not going to get canceled. It's Let's Grow Pulling. There's no rules. There's no
because
rules
of the bouncing cars, man.
You know? So without further ado, play the drum roll, please, Kenzie. See, look at our sound effects here. And I introduce you, world. Brian Massetti, the owner of MLM Motors. Look at, it took us 10 years. We have sound effects now. I had to get Kenzie in my life, Massetti.
That's awesome. We all need Kenzie in our lives.
I want to know, Brian, do you have one of those low riders, the bouncing hydraulic?
I was just front shining the chrome on my hydraulics on my 64 Impala.
Yes. Oh man.
Yeah. What's up, Mike?
Good, Brian. We're doing well. It's good to see you. Hope everything's going great out there with the MLM Motorsports. What's next on the docket, man?
Well, this coming Saturday, we're headed to Modesto Junior College, the Pullin' Pirates. It's their annual fundraiser event. They're on their college campus, big indoor pavilion. It's great event. We look forward to going every year. So that's this coming Saturday at 6 p.m. in Modesto, California.
Yeah.
Probably no low riders with hydraulics, but that's okay.
But they will, as I was describing this, I was like, you know what, maybe there's some common ground with pulling because, we like to get the front end up in the air. They like to get the front end up in the air. We could have a crossover audience sometime soon. What kind of classes you guys got on the docket for this event?
So this event is kind of unique. It's a benefit pull. We run all of our stock and street classes, basically all of our pickup classes. There will be a few tractors there just as exhibition because they're trying to keep their costs down. There's no purse money for the tractors. But thank you to John Bower. He got a couple extra sponsors for him that helped pay the purse for the Pro Modified class and the limited Pro Stock pickups, which is new this year. So that's pretty exciting. We'll have larger numbers of those classes. So that's pretty cool. But there'll be a lot of pickups there.
Good deal.
So be good. Yeah.
Yep.
To answer that question, I'm 48.
What? I missed it. Someone
I right on the bottom of my screen in big letters. It says, "How old is Brian Massetti?"
How old
Mike, do you not look at the screen during the podcast?
Do I not look at the screen? I don't see anywhere where anyone says anything about how old he is.
You don't see how old is Brian Massetti on the bottom of the screen.
Oh, there it is right there. How about that? I was looking in the comment section.
Mike, that's big and bright red. So
how old is Brian Massetti? 48, Jason. He said that. 48. My listening skills are improving.
He just had his birthday, ding dong. I'm messing with him.
Happy birthday, Brian.
Thanks. Pretty awesome. Just yesterday, actually. So,
did you get 2 ribeye steaks for your birthday?
We did tomahawk steaks, actually.
Oh.
So it's pretty
Brian,
awesome.
If I was to take you out for your birthday dinner anywhere, I want to take you to that place down in San Luis Obispo that we went on the ocean. Okay. I want to go back there. Okay. What adult beverage are you ordering and what are you ordering off the menu?
Well, I'd order a filet, medium rare. Adult beverage, probably Jack and Coke.
That's
probably.
No, very manly drink.
Very manly drink.
I mean, I don't know. Yeah, that'd be my idea.
What's cool about No, we're going to soon. Yes, I'm going to fly out and surprise you. So.
All right, cool.
What's cool about this event this Saturday? It's at the junior college. That's their truck, Mike Idle, that you see down there on the bottom of the screen. And then Brian, I finally gave Mike his Cal Poly hat. I bought 6 of them from Trevor when I was out there and it got rained out. And Mike was like, "What is this?" And I'm like, "This is a hat I promised you like 7 months ago."
I was so excited. I've been looking forward for that for a long time.
Those are cool little hats. They got it says tractor pull, right? And it makes it kind of look like a tractor.
It looks like a tractor. It looks like a pulling tractor and says, I was to the point, I thought Jason was just messing with me. He was like, "I'll bring you back a hat." And I was like, okay. You've obviously forgotten. But no, he delivered it in Iowa because that makes sense.
Nice.
Well, we saw you, Ding.
One kind of cool thing, the Cal Poly team will bring their tractor for one thing, to support the Modesto event because Modesto goes and supports their event. But it's also cool just for the colleges to share their different vehicles and show them off at each other's events. So we're pretty excited about that. So thank you, Joe. And some students do go from Modesto to Cal Poly. So it could be looked at as a recruiting tool for the Cal Poly.
If I could do it all again, I would go to a college to have the tractor pulling team. I'm not gonna lie. I think Mike Idle would too. So
if I was smart enough, I would have done that, but I didn't. So anyways, but I still get tractor pull.
It's great to have Brian Massetti on, owner of MLM Motorsports. His beautiful wife Christy. She's the real brains of the operation. But it's California, and we got to put a guy out there, in front. It's 2024, women's suffrage. Hi, Christy. How are you, babe?
Women's suffrage.
And that's
they can vote now.
Well, California's kind of always been behind. Us in the Midwest, we're leading the way.
We're a very progressive area, Jason. You guys are just going to have to start.
Like they don't even have electric cars out in California yet or anything.
no, we don't do that kind of stuff. No.
Christy, what dog is that? I forget.
This is Mabel.
How many dogs are in the Massetti house as of tonight? Like, did you find anything walking along the road that you felt sorry for?
We're full. No more room.
We have 2.5.
We have 2.5.
Okay, stop. How does one have 2.5 dogs?
Well, look at it. I mean, that's a half a dog right there.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Princess.
I love it. All right. Christy,
Christy definitely.
Go back to voting, Christy. We got some business.
Yeah, you see that, huh? Look at that. She said go back to voting.
Wait,
you're talking about real voting. Our fan vote started.
No, we're gonna talk about the fan vote in a second.
Yes,
John,
he got big excited. He was like, "Good idea."
Yeah, I do
like for your announcement.
Kahlua
John
milk,
Spielman, Ryan's drink is milk and Kahlua. Milk.
But that's after dinner. I don't drink. I can't have that with dinner.
Yeah.
I got my.
It's a White Russian. Isn't that a White Russian?
Well, less the vodka. I don't do the vodka.
Oh, I didn't. Okay.
But you're right. You're right.
That's all good.
I'm not much of a drinker. I can't lie. I got to stock up on Tito's though because we ran out last November. I got to get some more.
When he picked me up at the airport, there was a bottle in the seatbelt idle.
Yeah.
Like I opened the door and there was a bottle of Tito's strapped inside the seatbelt. And I said, "I love you. I love you, Brian."
I fixed a Tito's drink the other night. Not a fan. Didn't care for it. Did not finish it.
All right, and Mike is
Jason will finish it.
Talking about that all night. Let's put Mike in the penalty box, Kenzie. Mike gets a timeout because there's bad. I cannot. Can you believe you said that on our podcast? I mean, we're a team.
I mean, but I would never speak ill of Tito's. I wouldn't drink
Beer money pulling team. Beer money pulling team.
Mike, what did you? He brought himself back on.
You made me an editor on this page. You gave me the power to like do stuff.
You can't bring yourself out of the penalty box. There's rules, Mike. The ref's gonna put you back in there for a 2-minute. All right, Mike's in the penalty box.
You guys are wearing hoodies and he's wearing a long sleeve flannel. You know how hot it was here today? Like 102.
Yeah, it was hot.
It's
like
stupid.
40 degrees right now.
It's 40 degrees.
Cold.
Yeah, it's cold.
We had our first frost of the day today, or this morning, Brian.
Wowzers.
Yep.
I am hoping we just hold out with some good weather I want it to cool off, but we need good weather for another month.
So Dale Bartle says that is like saying you hate moms. If you don't like Tito's.
Yeah.
So, in the comments, I need to know Tito's, yes or no. Just be honest. We can't put you in the penalty box anymore, so it's all good. So, Mike, good to have you back. So.
I took myself out of the penalty box a second time. I'm not gonna not be on a podcast and not talk.
We know that. So what is
weekend,
Brian? What's the Facebook page for Modesto? Is it Modesto Pull or what is it?
I think it's MJC Pullers.
Got it. I want people to go give them a like.
Yeah. These kids do a great job. It's a very, very similar to the Cal Poly event. The students do the work. They do all the planning. They got sponsors. Todd Conrado is their advisor. Very, very supportive, very hands-on advisor. So it's just a great event. It supports their truck pulling team. The proceeds from the event get rolled into their program, into their truck, and helps fund kids getting to the events. The Modesto team, a lot like the Cal Poly team, at all of our events, if we need help on the track, hooking or unhooking or flagging, these kids are there. They're jumping in, doing it. We've kind of stolen one of them, Matthew Perry. Last year at their event, we put him in a skid steer, and I thought the kid had grown up running one. That was the first time he'd ever run one. He was so smooth on it and good. So he's run the rake for us at a lot of events, and he's come with us to events where their truck hasn't been and just helps us out. So it's just awesome to see this next generation, these younger adults stepping up and just being good people and getting them hooked on pulling, because that's what we want to do. So we're excited to go to Modesto and see this.
Yeah.
We won't be drinking Tito's there though, but there's the team.
So it's called the Mad Professor, you know,
It is.
in homage to, you know, the fact that this is their college and whatnot. So how big is this club compared to the one that you guys have down at Cal Poly?
I would think there's more students involved at Cal Poly, but I don't know that for a fact. But this, and I don't know if this is their whole team in this picture, but it looks like it could be. So I think there's probably a few more students involved down in San Luis. But this is a good, hardworking group here.
And they've just got the one vehicle, is that right? The truck?
Correct, that truck.
And tell us again the class it would compete in.
That class runs in our country modified four-wheel drive class, which is, I want to say they weigh 5,500 pounds. They have a cubic inch limit. They run the smaller cut tires.
Okay.
And they run a carburetor.
Smaller wheelbase too, kind of looks like a shorter wheelbase.
I think the wheelbase is the same as the Pro Mods. Their weight bar is shorter. It doesn't hang as far.
Okay.
But some trucks have gone from one class to the other, same chassis.
Yeah.
Just change the other stuff that they need to. So
I'm trying to think of comparable classes. You know, there's one out in North Carolina that runs a lighter weight than the typical 6,000 pound modified truck. What's the cube limit in this class?
Man, I want to say it's somewhere around 468 or 470 something.
So that's going to be in the ballpark then too. Like I know our Outlaw Pro Stock 4-wheel drive trucks that are still they're on like street tires and whatnot. I think they're right at around 480. I don't have the rule book right in front of me, but they're going to be somewhere around that then too.
I think you're right.
Are they running methanol or are they running gasoline?
Fred Ray says 472. I think they run gasoline.
Okay.
I don't know if they can run methanol.
Okay. So this is going to be a little bit then comparable to maybe like a Pro Stock 4-wheel drive truck for all you Midwesterners out there, but they're running the cut tires. So that's kind of fun then. So
right.
Brian, I always like trying to play like comparison because you guys have a unique set of classes, which I think is a lot of fun in what you're pulling out there and the West Coast has to offer. And I always try to tell the fans here in the Midwest, well, here's what we might, kind of compare that to. It gives us a jumping off point.
Sure.
Yep. So
that's a fun class, and they'll have a good turnout there. A lot of that class will be there to support the school because they run in the same class. So it's kind of cool that way. So Dave says race gas one.
Yeah. So definitely some similarities then to like a Pro Stock truck.
Mm-hmm.
So that's fun. What else is on the schedule beyond this?
So then we go to the Golden State Invitational. November. Oh,
you're muted.
You got muted, buddy.
Oh, I did that myself because Kenzie and Brian, we have breaking news on Let's Grow Pulling live.
I guess we were too early, Mike.
Oh.
I gotta get Mike ready.
Yeah.
So Jason, what's the breaking news? What have we got coming down the pipe?
We are going to have a fan vote for the Golden State Invitational. You, the truck and tractor pulling fan, are going to pick some of the vehicles that will be in Madera, California, November 8th and 9th at the Madera Speedway at the Golden State Invitational. How cool is that, Massetti?
I think it's awesome. We started I was going to say the Golden State Invitational is our next event, Michael, but then we kind of jumped into our fan vote. So November 8th and 9th, 2024, the Golden State Invitational returns to Madera, California, Madera Speedway. And this year we're very grateful. We've had overwhelming turnout of pro modified 4-wheel drives. So, in order to make this as fair and equal as we can, the top 5 trucks in our points as of today are locked in with a spot in the Invitational. And we're only going to run 10 in the class at the Invitational. So the next 5 trucks are going to get in by fan vote. So Christy has put together this online vote. And as you're scrolling through, you can see a picture of the truck and the name of the truck. And all you have to do is simply click on one. You can click on up to 5 and then submit that. And then your vote will go in for the fan vote.
How many times can we vote today, Massetti?
What's that?
How many times can we vote today?
As many as you want. You could sit in front of your computer all day long and vote.
All right, who's locked in? Who are the top 5 that are locked in? Right.
Currently, the top 5 leading our points is young Garrett Reeve with the triple throwdown. In second place,
I don't know what he was doing there.
the second place
Yeah,
is our next youngest driver, James, with yellow fever. James has been putting substitute drivers in while he's been at school.
In another state.
James has been in Dallas. Trevor's been driving. Yellow fever's locked in, Trev. We're good. So yellow fever, second place in our points. Code 3, John Bower.
Yep.
Chris Daniels, Baby Huey.
Yep.
And Spike Reeve with Rags. That's our top 5 in points right now. So those guys automatically are getting invited. I'm hoping they all accept their invitation. So
Wade, we need you to go to the website and vote, buddy. We can't count it on the comments.
He goes.
I think he's.
I love
he knows.
it.
He knows, but I think he's trying to tell you who to vote for.
Is he lobbying? He's lobbying.
He's lobbying. Yeah.
What's this guy doing? Nichols Neat. Is he blowing his nose or is he
No,
crying?
he's throwing up.
He says, "Gross."
Gross. That guy needs a hug. Nichols Neat.
He kind of
I
needs.
don't know what's gross
Well,
about
he
it.
was-
I think it's pretty cool.
I
Well,
agree.
I think he was drinking when he made his YouTube channel, Nichols Neat. So, and I'm not opposed to drinking in Facebook, and that's what somebody.
Nick is neat. Nick is.
Oh,
neat.
Nick is neat.
All right.
Hmm.
I just want to see if you.
I just wanted to see if you'd respond. Yeah, Nick, we've already. Go ahead, put that back up there.
I'm trying.
We've already called the Air Force, and you have about. I'd get out of your house right now, Nick. When you hear the, I am drinking.
This guy. I don't know who Nick is neat is. Nick, welcome to Truck and Tractor Pulling. I hope you're having an awesome time enjoying Let's Grow Pulling.
Why does everybody have to drink to listen to Massetti? Why is it like
No,
that?
they're listening.
You notice I'm never sober in California. Oh, Schultz just comes out to California to party. Maybe it's Massetti's fault. You ever think of that?
I never thought of that.
I'm just teasing. You're my friend, Brian.
Wow. I guess that's the only reason we're friends, because I provide the Tito's.
Yes, you do. Which is a great vodka.
Yes.
Mike,
best
what did you mix with your Tito's?
Sprite.
Okay.
Ew, that's a.
Oh, that's what I like.
I think it was
Sprite
flat
lemonade.
though. It had been sitting around all day. It was the Sprite had been sitting around, and I didn't want the Sprite to go to waste. But I
It's
wasn't going to drink a
reserve.
flat Sprite, so I poured some Tito's in it to top it off because I was trying to be like, economical or whatever because I didn't want to waste the Sprite. But I didn't like it either way.
Or Crown, Cheetos, or Crown. Yeah,
Fair
I'm
enough.
easy. I'm easy. You're my producer. I'm gonna quit clicking on stuff.
Yeah,
That's your
please.
job. Yeah. All right. Hey, sorry, we got sidetracked with Nick is neat. Sorry.
Makes himself a cocktail, then just go sit in front of your computer and vote for your 5 favorite pro mods to get into the Golden State Invitational.
That's a game-winning plan right there.
This is going to be a spectacular event. As you well know, all 3 of you are coming.
Mhm.
Right, Michael? You're going to be sick that day.
Yes, deal.
Okay. We are super excited about this whole event. I think we've got the pull part going pretty well. We're adding in our super modified 2-wheel drives this year. Very, very excited about that. It's something that hasn't been done around here for years because there really haven't been any. Now there's one that lives here about an hour away. So Brant has been helping me with some connections, and Jason's helping, and we're working on getting some of the best two-wheel drive, a couple of the best two-wheel drives in the country, arguably, I guess, coming here to compete at our event. So we are very excited about that. Just a great addition to the show. Give a little more variety. We have our 3 mod tractor classes, our heavy mods, which are running 4 engines, and our mod tractors, which would be like what you're used to with the Outlaws, our light mods, the single engines, of course, the pro modified 4-wheel drives, the 2-wheel drives. We've got the we've got the limited pro stock diesels, the super stock 4-wheel drives. We have work stocks, super farm tractors, the country modified trucks. Just a great variety of vehicles. The Mincies with their country modified date night. They were here at our show in Turlock a couple weeks ago, and if I understand correctly, the truck stayed in California, and they're coming back for this weekend. And then I'm hoping it just stays in California and comes in November. So they've been really supportive, coming all the way from Oregon. So we really appreciate them coming down and pulling with us. Hoping to add another Oregon truck or 2 to that mix. Cool. So anyways, we're excited about this this docket that we have coming for the Invitational this year.
How many pullers per class do you guys run? Is it 5? Is that right? Do I remember that correctly?
It's going to be between 5 and 10, depending on the class. Pro mods are our biggest class, and we're going to have 10. We'll cap that one at 10. But some classes we don't have 10 in the class.
Right.
Some we've got 5, some will have 6, 8, depending on what we've got to work with. So it's a good mix. It's a good variety, I would say, of pulling. So
Yep.
If you're just joining us, Brian Massetti, owner of MLM Motorsports, with us live on Let's Grow Pulling live. I like being live. It's fun. Modesto Junior College this Saturday. What time does that start, Brian?
6 p.m.
6 p.m.
6 p.m. showtime.
Oh, go ahead.
Registration for pullers. Sorry, Jason, I keep stepping on you. Registration is 1 to 4 for pullers. 6 o'clock, we'll have tight chains and green flags. I got you.
Mike knows. It's green flags and tight chains, by the way, Massetti, if you're going to say it.
But
I didn't want to have any copyright infringement.
that's the bootleg version.
The bootleg version. I love it. And then my favorite pull in California is the Golden State Invitational. Brian's the only promoter that I know that has a tractor pull on behalf of my birthday, November 9th. I will be 49. I do accept gifts. I am a 2X. But by then, with this new diet I started yesterday, I might still be a 2X. And I'm struggling with my diet, Massetti. I lost some weight last year and I gained it all back, and I don't want to give it up, right? So
partial to it.
What's that? What?
Said you're partial to it. You don't want to lose it.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, there you go. So I'm super excited for the Golden State Invitational. Again, Kenzie, can you throw the fan vote up again? So how many classes are you fan voting, Brian? Just the pro mods?
Just the pro mods, because the other ones are numbered. Right? There's so many, and our support has been overwhelming. Right there, the Intimidator, the green Ford there, that's Dave Vienendahl from Oregon. He came down to 3 of our shows this year to pull with us.
He's watching the show tonight.
Yes. So, and Larry Lopes, Young Guns down on the bottom left. He just got his truck running. So he's been a puller and supporter of ours forever. All these trucks are
I like that. That's cool.
Yeah. They're just all good trucks and good people. And I don't feel like it's fair for us just to randomly pick them. So we're going to let the fans randomly pick them.
I like it. Mike, you don't know the trucks, but let's can you see the screen very good, Mike? I want you to do 5.
I just made it big, but I've been sitting here thinking about it. So I am going to go vote, no doubt about it. And tonight, if we do it, I'm going to vote just on looks. But I'm going to go through and look at results and kind of see some trends. Like this is something that I want to look into here. But there's a lot of cool looking iron. I love the iron you guys always have on display out here.
Yeah, our points are on our website, mlmmotorsports.com. This Pro Mod class is updated as of our last event, so you can see, where the finishes were and who's been to what. And some, as it is with real life, some people have to miss for different reasons, be it health reasons or family plans or whatever. So we felt it was fair that the top 4 have been to every event. Rags has missed a couple, but the Reeve family, I think, has had at least 2 trucks at every event. So they've also blown up 2 or 3 engines this year, so they kind of had to switch around what trucks were coming and whatnot. But but Rags is one of their trucks, and or like Laney says, the truck just wasn't finished yet. But so our top 5, they're locked in, and then the next 5, we're going to let the great American people decide. So I think it's pretty cool. We learned that we learned it from the awesome pull in Nashville, Illinois, the Pullers Championship. You guys have heard about that one? It's fantastic.
Vaguely.
Dude, you got to check it out. Like if we can ever get half as good as that event, we'll be doing all right.
Oh, Massetti, you're so good at sucking up. I love it. I love it.
No, but I do think this is cool to just get people involved.
It's a great way for fan engagement. The fans get to pick who's going to be there, and that's cool. Like you said, that's cool.
And it gets, our pullers who are in that list to share it and like, share, and comment. That's all we want. We just want like, share, and comment, right?
This guy's been listening.
Phrases, I could literally see the grin on Jason's face. It's like phrases that bring happiness to Jason Schultz.
He thinks I'm not paying attention. I am. I'm not real good at this.
I taught you this last May. So, that's not bad. That's 6 months that it took you to come up with this. Ooh, I love it. He just figured out his Instagram password a couple days ago. Those are.
Did I?
We've struggled with. No, I'm just teasing you, Brian.
Oh. Because I don't know what it is.
Thank God for Google passwords, right? So
yeah.
Wade Bradshaw says I'm on it. That a boy. No, this is going to be fun. We got to get posted on that, Kenzie. We got to do a good job on the GSI page. You're on the GSI page, right? No. Okay, I got to make that happen. I got to make that. I'm going to talk to Christy Massetti. She makes that happen. Get you on.
I would say I'll make it happen, but I don't know how.
Yeah, Brian. Hey, can you add Kenzie as an editor to your face? Oh yeah, Jason, right on that.
Yeah,
I'll do it tonight. I'm gonna figure it out.
What's that SpongeBob meme? 7 days later. Who said he good? That's awesome.
Yeah.
But the guy can drive a pulling sled. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
So seriously, California, it's just been hotter than hell. You said.
It's been 100 this week, over 100. So
that's when we walk out of the motorhome. It's like 95. We got to run cameras tonight.
Well, this is October. It's not supposed to be this hot. But
no. Yeah, when I've been out to Madera in November, the weather has been stupid nice. So Fred Ray's looking.
It will be again this year. I'm sure of it. So we've got the Invitational coming up. I'm excited about next year. This year has been fantastic. Our pullers, the action has been great all year. Our events have been great. So you guys don't get it. Yellow Fever is my truck. Hey, look behind me. Yellow Fever is getting into no matter what I'm doing. Yellow Fever will be last in the points, and it's going. Okay, I'm gonna be honest about that one. Anything that lives in our shop is getting in. I'll tell you. But anyways.
I digress.
That's kind of like the Remedy and 618 Motorsports. You'll probably see them at the Pullers Championship, kind of regardless, right?
Yeah, I'm what you call a what am I?
Promoter's choice.
I'm a captain's pick. The promoter's choice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
remember when you pick teams back in the day for like flag football and like Red Rover, you know, Red Rover. Mike, I want to play Red Rover with Mike.
Oh my god.
When's the last? I don't even. Do they let kids play Red Rover anymore?
I don't know. I did.
Is this
What was the song? Red Rover. Red
what
Rover.
is
and
it?
Mike
Is
right
this where
over?
you throw the dodgeball over the house? What is
No, this is where you would hold hands and you had the person you called had to bust through your arms. And you could really like close. You guys never played Red Rover, Bassetti? No, you would pick teams. You would lock arms like this, and you say,
and the
Red
winner
Red Rover,
got
send Bassetti over, and you would come run as hard as you can, and you would pick a spot between two people and try to break through their arms. And if you did, then those two people are out. But if you didn't, you were out.
This was at Wisconsin Elementary where you guys were rewarded with cheese curds and a Miller Lite at break time.
All right.
From Iowa. Oh, yeah, that's right. You grew up in Iowa. Okay,
oh, you
so
live
it
in
was a
Missouri.
Budweiser then.
You live in Missouri, Idol. You can't make fun of me.
So, anyways, we're not playing that game at the Invitational.
Look at Wade Bradshaw. Sounds like a Midwest thing.
It does, doesn't it, Wade? We're going to be more civilized than that.
Who wants Kevin Massetti? Who wants Kevin Massetti to come on the show? Raise your hand right now. Brian?
I do.
Okay. He knows what to do. No, he already knows.
Sent Kev the link?
Oh, he has the link. Chiefs.
Oh, you sent it to him already?
Yeah. He said he's not made up. He might be one too many adult beverages to come on the show, maybe.
See,
hey, Elizabeth played Red Rover, was in Madeira too. Yeah. Look at this out there. Come on.
No, she played in California, not in Madeira.
Stop.
Oh, Red Rover was?
Maybe he met a red Range Rover. Was
when you were out there.
Yeah. Red Rover. Right. I puked Red Rover all over those bushes by the airport in Fresno. Yeah. That poor Uber driver. I felt so bad for him. I know. I paid him cash though.
Yeah.
You know what people are worried about this year is that you're driving out and home. You don't have to get up early to catch a flight. So fear is, and when I say people are worried, it's me. I'm worried that Schultz doesn't have to get up early for anything. So it's gonna get crazy.
We are driving from Georgia to California and back to Kentucky with the Full Pull Live production studios.
Right. So that
Massetti,
means
do you realize how cool it is a Full Pull Live?
No, I'm so grateful. This is awesome.
No, I mean it's going to be a national audience.
I know, and I'm very, very grateful.
No, I don't think you realize how cool this is, Brian. Like when you picked on me for saying Full Pull 19,000.
I can take all that back. I really do.
Full Pull Pigs. You
all
said
I wanted was $1 for every time you said it, and I could have paid for that whole show. That's all I wanted. $1 every time you said download the Full Pull app, do this, Full Pull this, Full Pull that. I said, if I could get $1 every time he says it, we'd pay for this whole show and make money.
I'm a hype guy.
You are a hype guy. I love it. That's why we are such good friends.
That is true. And you feed me Tito's. So I mean we have a good deal. So.
And
tacos. All the tacos in California are real, Mike. Real tacos.
That's no lie.
Real good.
Yep. Papa Massetti takes you to the places.
About 20 minutes ago, I had something exciting to talk about. And we talked about Red Rover. We talked about
What's wrong with Red Rover?
I don't know. But the thing is, this season has been fantastic. The pulling has been great. The people are great. It's just been awesome. So we've been working hard behind the scenes to see what can we do to make this better.
Do you have breaking news?
No, I have a teaser.
We need a breaking news sound. Mike, what is the breaking news sound?
Yeah. That's like the weather report.
Okay, that's good.
Anyway,
breaking news is we're working on things to really take things to the next level out here in California. 2025, we're going to do things differently. It's going to be even better for pullers, more exciting. You're going to see a lot of cool things happening out here.
How awesome!
That's really all I can say. Huh?
How awesome is that?
Oh, I think it's super awesome.
And you're not going to tell us what it is?
That's the king of all.
You can't do that. There's rules. Let's Go Point has only one rule. you can't come on and make teases. You got to come on. And
Well, those other guys with that really popular No Practice podcast, they have a Adam Bauer button, right? You could just say, nope, not gonna answer that.
no, that. Yeah.
No. Anyways, so I can't like divulge it all because we're working. I mean, you know how it is. Things are coming together. We're moving. A lot of moving parts. A lot of people involved here. A lot of big things going to come to California, 2025.
That's awesome.
Keep your ears
That's
up.
good news.
And I guarantee you, it's going to be.
Hold on. I heard the magic. We might have a guest. Is it him?
It is.
Oh, is this thing on? Yeah, buddy.
Hi, guys.
What's up, buddy?
I couldn't figure out how to. Well, I got on, I guess.
Oh, it
How's
is.
it going?
Michael, have you ever met my brother Kev?
Did he jump on the show? Kevin, did you jump on the show with us kind of like this late one other time? Or have you just been active in the comments? I can't remember.
I comment sometimes. I don't know that I've been on.
Okay. Well, if we haven't met you, how's it going?
How's it going? I got a
good, man.
Is the lighting good? Oh, that's work.
Oh, right there.
Yeah, right there, Kevin. No, seriously, that's money. Are you
Is that
sitting on the
good?
toilet?
No, I'm going to do the yellow fever thing too.
Yeah. Oh, this is.
Anyways, how's it going? Sorry, I didn't mean to jump in on this.
No, you did. You did. Your brother's boring. He had his birthday. Has some big announcement. He's having an invitational truck and tractor pull. I don't know. This is the best. So, Mike, interview Kevin Massetti. He's a truck puller. A tractor puller. Interview him. Here, let's set the stage.
Sure.
Can I turn my phone?
Yes, turn it sideways.
Am I going to stay? Is it? Hey.
Yep, there it is. There it is.
There.
Blurry as shit, though.
Yeah.
Is it blurry? Let me go back this way. That's better. Hi, Michael.
Hey, what's up, man? So tell us what you drive and how your season's been going.
It's been good. I drive the sometimes the whip. My wife's turning some more lights on.
I thought you
drive
saw
yellow
most
fever
for a
sometimes,
second.
and it's been a good season so far.
Where's the whip at in points right now?
Brian,
Right at the top of the list.
right at the top. Yeah, we're doing good.
How many years have you guys? How many years have you guys been pulling together? And how many years have you been driving the modified?
We've been pulling together, I would say. I mean, it started before we were born, I think. So quite a few. And then the tractor, I think we built it maybe like 12 years ago. Brian?
Yeah, I think right before Emily was born.
I thought the whip now is the chassis, or is there something? I thought the whip was Don Nelson's former. I thought this was the old Texas bullwhip machine.
Well, sure. That's why it's called the whip.
Right. So what is left on it from when you got it from Don?
I think the chassis is pretty much still the same for the most part.
That's about it, really. Transmission.
Yeah, everything else. The transmission. I mean, when it came, it was pretty much a roller, so it had the. I mean, we got new tires on it and that type of stuff, but for the most part, it's same chassis.
So he didn't sell it with the two Hemis on it. Then what you guys have are your own power plants out there.
Correct.
Okay.
Yep.
So how much has the tire game? That's been a big thing for a lot of people. I think the last I saw, were you guys running Mitos tires? Did you just make that switch, or what are we playing with the meats on the back, and what kind of a difference has that made?
Yeah, we did maybe a year or so ago. Changed. We put the Mitas on, and then I think a few polls ago we changed back to the 2000s or whatever they're called, and put the Mitas back on for last week. I can't tell the difference.
Some of our guys have been playing with some of the outlaw guys have been playing with the hole shots. I think they're calling them, and it has been a night and day difference. The team out there would be the cotton candy team. I think they put the hole shots on theirs, and some of those guys were playing with the Mitas, but they actually said with the 2-engine mod setup that the hole shots are absolutely money. And some of our light limited guys, I think, have went back to the Pro Polar 2000. So with those 2-engine mods, I've been kind of curious about how that tire game has been panning out. So didn't know what you guys were up to.
Yeah, the 2000 seemed to be running pretty good too. So Brian decided to switch it back and try the Mitas again, and they seem to work pretty good too. We haven't tried these hole shots though. Something new.
Yeah, no, the hole shots are supposed to be the.
We're probably not going to try them because we don't have a set. So
no, I don't.
It's easy to go back and forth with what you have. But
yeah.
But I actually talked to Cameron about that for a while, Michael. He was saying up there in Iowa and some of those really,
Bloomfield,
yeah. He said the Mitas just won't work on a twin engine tractor, but he put those the hole shots on, and he said it has just been night and day different for him.
Well, you can just track his season and see what it's done for him and how he's,
he's
looking
dominated, really.
Yeah, he's being on top of things, winning his, he hasn't won it yet. We've still got 2 hooks to go, but yeah, I think he's only finished outside of the number 1 spot like twice. I think he's got like 7 wins or something like that since he put the hole shots on. So,
yep.
So that's just been a fun story. But I know with our light limited guys, they put the Mitas on, didn't like them, and then when they swapped out, that tractor that took the Mitas off actually ended up winning the points championship in that one. So, but Mitas has been the name of the game for the past 2 years. It's just been fun to watch with the lighter mods to see what's going on with them.
Right.
Jason, what tires do you run on your diesel super?
I have a set of Pro Polar hole shots on.
Oh, cool. So you've got the neatest, sweetest, most completest.
Yeah. I'm just happy that Brian and Kevin Massetti are on our podcast.
John's up too.
Oh, John Bohr just woke up. What's up, homies? You said John Bohr's already in the GSI? He doesn't have to get fan voted.
He's locked in. He's running.
Probably a good thing because not a lot of people like him, Brian. I just want to say that publicly.
he got voted into your show. He got voted into the big stage.
That means people do like him. I mean, to get it,
or he's got a ton of email addresses.
Yeah,
I don't know.
This is true.
John _Bohr, John Bohr _ John.
What rhymes with John? It starts with
more Bohr, full Bohr. Wait, that was probably taken.
Cotton candy. No, that's Kevin. Oh, this is the best. This is the best.
Oh,
Kevin, I don't like you being this quiet, Kevin.
I know. I don't want to take up the show. You guys were doing good before.
No, we got all the business out of the way. Now it's time to have fun because it's only like 6 o'clock out where you guys live right now.
It's 10 after.
Yeah.
It's 10 after 8. Well, whatever.
6 o'clock.
Yeah.
We're looking forward to seeing you guys.
Kevin, are you nervous that Schultz doesn't have to catch an early flight home on Sunday morning? He's going to want to just party?
No, I wasn't worried about him last time either.
I've concluded this is the biggest myth in truck and tractor pulling. So when I came on with Beer Money Pulling Team and when I started my tour of the summer, I mean, I just had like a case of beer in the motorhome every time I went out, and I was like, it's just gonna be like a whole thing. And like Jason was in bed by like an hour after the pull almost every single time. So this persona, I don't know. I must have missed out on the prime time version of it. But
let's just say in 2012, 13, 14, 15, and 16, there was it was on. Like all the stories are true, all of them. And you just I can't I'm gonna be 49, Mike. And on the day 2 of the Gold State Invitational in Madera, California, at the Speedway. hosted by the Brian Massetti. And I just can't quite come back, Mike, as easy as I used to.
Well, and I think I missed out. I think I was at the wrong trailer a couple of times because rumor is told that fun was had in Rock Valley that I did not.
We almost died. We almost died, Mike. It was crazy. Brian, there was a storm that rolled in, and we
2 hours.
like 2 hours when we went. So we rolled into the motorhome 3:45ish, 3:30ish in the mornings. And about 5:30, Matt. So Kenzie was in the back bed with Allie, and I was on the couches looking at Matt Rogowski with full pull. And all of a sudden, the motorhome guys just starts going like this. And Rogowski goes, "We're gonna die." And I said, "I don't care." I was so drunk still. It didn't matter.
I don't.
That's been our story. That's been our claim to fame.
Wow.
We did that. So it's been a lot of fun.
I don't think we'll have that out here.
No,
I hope not.
Probably not.
I don't. The hotel doesn't wake up.
If that shakes, that's scary.
Yeah, might be an earthquake.
No, Kenzie.
Yeah,
Kenzie
you
had
guys
to
have-
evacuate a hotel this summer.
What's that, Mike?
Kenzie had to evacuate a hotel this summer.
Oh yeah, the Rock Valley floods. I
Yeah,
forgot
so
about
they
that.
just never count your chickens before the eggs have hatched.
Yep. Brian, do you guys get earthquakes in Madera, or are they is that somewhere else in California?
I mean, it could happen if it's big enough. We'd feel it, but
Yeah.
they're usually not close to here.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess if we talk about it, there'll be one next week. But, you know, I don't know. I don't know. The last one was probably a couple years ago, and it wasn't real close to here. You see on the news, some people's swimming pools slosh and shit falls off the walls or whatever. But then, but yeah, I mean, you know, that's not a big deal for us.
We have breaking news. I mean, so Brian, we started out tonight with the fan vote for Gold State Invitational for the Pro Mods. Then
Pretty exciting.
There's something happening awesome for 2025. You had a secret meeting today, allegedly, and then
I did.
And then Sherry Mincy just said, "Guess our truck will be residing in California for the 2025 season. Hopefully, we can find a place to store it."
I bet we can.
Date night is going to live in California in 2025. How awesome is that,
That's
Kenzie?
very cool.
Very
They're super
cool.
cool people.
They are super cool people.
I got a picture. I'm going to post of them
Oh yeah.
next week.
Are you promoting the Gold State
I
Invitational?
am.
Nice.
Nice.
The picture.
Yay! Well, they must have won then.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, they did.
They did. I think
Yeah.
they won
Both
the ring,
nights.
right?
Yeah, they swept.
Yeah, so they won both. Yeah, they won the ring.
Hold on. We have another guest. Who could it be? Who could it be? Massetti, who could be coming on the show right now? Make a guess.
So I don't know. Is it
His
Christy?
name is Who's Kevin? Welcome to the
Oh
show.
shit! God dang.
What's up, guys?
Hi, Gish.
How we doing?
Good.
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 So you can ask,
I'm gonna take over your spot, Gish.
You can ask Brian Massetti anything you want, Gish.
Oh,
This is
anything?
the Brian Massetti Honesty Hour.
How old are you now?
Oh, that's easy. I'm 35.
Yeah, baby. Nice. Good answer. Me too, man. Me too. Oh, God.
Yeah. But what the hell?
Yeah. Yeah. Right on.
So I don't know if you've seen our fan vote. Double Ugly's in there.
It's in. Great. We can push it down the
Yeah.
track, maybe. It's great.
I
Thanks, guys.
kind of had some insider information from Jason that he would not be able to make it this year because they somewhat destroyed a cylinder head.
Yep. We did a good job at that. Yep.
What? Do you have any pictures of it, Jason?
Yes. Yes, I
Send those,
do.
to, send those to Kenzie on Facebook Messenger, Jason, if you don't
Alright.
mind. Then we can put them on the screen.
Oh yeah, just so that everybody on Facebook can see just what we want. Yeah.
Nobody's watching. No.
Maybe somebody will feel sorry for you and send you a big
Right.
old fat check.
Right, that'd be nice.
Right.
That'd be
On your
nice.
cylinder head.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Never know.
Yeah, we heard it a few weeks ago in Sublimity, and yeah, wasn't good. Oh well.
Mike, do you know who this is?
No idea. Fill me in.
Jason Gish.
We
Double
met
Ugly
in,
2. Double
Alright.
Ugly 2.
You probably met in Illinois.
Yeah, we met in Illinois.
Did we? Did we?
Yeah. Yeah, sorry, next year on the train.
I've
I know,
met-
unforgettable.
So I bet I've met 500 people this summer because
Yeah, I bet you
this whole season was a rookie season for me. So
Yeah.
I am not trying to be ungracious in any way, but I've met a lot of people since June.
Right. I can imagine. Yeah, you guys been busy. So.
There it is.
Whoopsies.
Yeah.
You want to talk about it, Jason?
Not really. Yeah, look at that.
Shit.
Yeah, we did good. So yeah, I was on a pretty decent run, started bouncing pretty hard, so I backed off a little bit, got back into it. I was surprised that I actually picked up my speed again, and it's like, wow, I might actually do okay from that recovery, and then yeah. So not good. I mean, the good thing is there's no dents in the pan, there's no holes in the pan, there's no cracks in the block that we can see on the outside. So maybe it's just that, but we'll see. We dove into it a little bit, but we'll get deeper into it here in a few more weeks and figure it out more. But
Gish, what's the coolest thing Kevin Massetti's ever done?
Man, there's a lot that I wasn't there to witness it, but I got to go back to the tomahawk video. Man, that is just absolutely amazing. That was epic. That was epic. I mean, next to the Cheez-Its in the pan at in Lakeport, but the tomahawk was pretty cool too.
What?
Yeah, don't worry about that. That was after you went to bed.
That's probably the most innocent thing I've ever done too, is just bring a tray of Cheez-Its. To a bunch of guys sitting around.
Yeah.
You got a kick out of it though. I love it.
Yeah.
I stole them from Lori.
Did you? That's awesome.
Those are great
So,
stories.
if the truck's not running, you're still going to come down and hang out in November, yes?
Yes, we are. Yep.
Okay,
We decided,
good.
why the heck not? We had so much fun last year, we couldn't pass it up. So, yep.
Very good.
Yeah, we'll come down and be pit bitch. To whomever.
Just put your thumb out as they're rolling into the speedway. Gish.
Exactly. Yeah. Hold my duster out in my little polish wax and see who wants to take me. Yeah.
Hold on. We have another guest. Are you ready for this?
I'm ready. This is awesome.
Oh, nice.
It's Kirsten.
We should have started with her, probably.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, she's definitely she's way better. I guarantee the views start going up now. I'm gonna make her big.
Yeah.
I say make her big. Get rid of Jason. Come on.
Yeah. The views are gonna go down with me.
There she is. There she is. Kirsten, how are you?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Good. So we already promoted your poll, then it got sideways because when Kevin Massetti came on, and then but Jason Gish, but you're gonna bring it back. So let's talk about your event this weekend. Let's talk about Modesto Junior College. Let's be awesome, Kirsten. Take over.
Okay. So this weekend at 6 p.m., we're hosting the MJC Truck and Tractor Pull. It's indoors on our West Campus or in our West Campus Pavilion. We're really excited. We always have a really good turnout from spectators and also from the pullers since we're really centrally located. This is a benefit pull for the MJC Pullin' Pirates, which is our club on campus. So we work on the truck. We do the advertising and marketing side of the pull, like everything, the club, the pull. I handle the social media and everything like that. So we're really excited.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Brian, how long have you been involved with this event?
Oh, I don't know, 4 or 5 years. But we got shut down for the old China virus for a couple years. So
right.
I don't know when you know what? I was doing it in 2018. I know that. So somewhere around there, we started doing it, and then we got shut down for whatever reason, and now we're back with a vengeance.
Yeah.
With a vengeance.
Right, Kristen?
Yep, absolutely.
Oh,
I love it. Jordan
And
Taylor
then-
says all ready and loaded up, ready to go for this weekend. So you're expecting good numbers this weekend, Massetti?
Yes. Well, this has always been a good event, well attended event.
What do
I'd have to
Taylor's
look.
pull? What do Taylor's pull, Massetti?
Limited pro stock.
Okay.
Yeah, Jordan's that's his in his picture there. That's a limited pro. He's part of the West Coast Diesel crew. They run a pro stock, his limited pro, and then Tyler Brownlee is part of that crew. He's got a limited pro also. So, of course, they're the guys we work with to put on their pull in September. The West Coast Diesels. So.
Nice. John Mayfield says, let's get ready to rumble.
Yeah. Hey, we also ought to note that the Pulling Pirates got first place at our last pull in Turlock, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who drove?
Hold on. We have real sound effects now. Hold on. Oh, that's awesome. Who else thinks Kevin Massetti's sitting on the toilet right now? The way he's sitting there, just kind of propped up.
I don't think so because I've been to his living room. And
Oh my God!
Oh, that's the best. I'm happy. This has made my whole day, and I've had a crappy day. This makes me so happy.
So what's the most amount of people we can have on a podcast? Like, can we just keep bring in some more surprises, Jason? This is fun.
All right, hold on, Kenzie.
Oh, wait, while you're working on the next great guest, Kirsten, who's driving the Mad Professor this weekend?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Nice.
That's
good.
what I'm talking about.
Yep.
Awesome.
I drove it last year and I won. So knock on wood.
Yep.
The truck is back and I'm ready.
You drove it at your event last year and you won?
Yeah. The second day, I'm pretty sure.
Huh. Cool.
Good deal.
It's always good to win your own event.
Yeah.
Very good.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Right on.
So,
Mike, I need you now. Mike, I need you.
I've got something for you, Jason. I've got something for you. So I've got a screen share really quick if I can remember how to do that. But no,
Chiefs won, by the way.
Chiefs won?
Yeah, 26 to 15.
So
I got to wear a Taylor Swift t-shirt.
Jason Schultz, we have your official Trailer Swift, t-shirt right there. Sizes as big as small as you need. So, go Chiefs. There's your Trailer Swift t-shirt that you can sport.
For those of you that we've been doing the podcast for 2.5 hours, at the beginning of the show, I said if the Chiefs would win, I would wear a Taylor Swift shirt, and if the Saints won, Mike was going to wear a Green Bay Packer helmet during the podcast next week. So I'm getting a Taylor Swift t-shirt.
Oh no, you get a trailer. You get a Trailer Swift. Why would you ever want a Taylor Swift when you could get the Trailer Swift t-shirt?
That's pretty nice.
I don't follow the NFL, but do the refs really play for the Chiefs too, or is that just like
I love the Chiefs and the ref both equally. It's like my favorite child out there. So
yeah, he's driving.
Is he? Okay.
Wait,
hold on.
Are you a Swiftie too?
Who's this?
That's John.
John Bohr?
Yeah. He's driving right now.
That's sexy. That's the best way to present John Bohr, everybody. Dark.
It looks like
two little dim lights.
Reflection of cat eyes.
Look at him.
It looks like you're in the wrong lane and there's like an oncoming car that's
This could get bad.
This is
Oh, there we go.
Oh. Hey, John Bohr. He does have a beer money shirt on. That's well played.
Don't leave it to a Dodge driver to figure out the lights. We had to get the shit. We just had to go. We just had to go rescue somebody off the mountain coming back from a tractor pull.
Are you in a fire truck?
No, not today. We should have brought the fire truck. I got played with the
I want to see the lights and shit, you know?
Well, if there wasn't somebody behind me in front of me, I'd turn the ones on in here.
That's all right. Don't get in trouble. He is in a fire truck, isn't he?
So, John, what's been happening? You're third in points with
third in points here, falling up behind the The master for right now, Garrett Reeves.
How far behind are you?
I am 12 places behind.
So how many hooks do you have left?
Counting GS, we got 3.
3. Does GSI count for points, or is it already over by then?
No, it counts.
It counts.
That's the finale, yeah, right?
Yep.
Nice.
I think it's going to be a great deal. It's going to come right down to the wire that last night.
Awesome. I hope so. That makes it exciting and fun.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
That's where I'm going to lean on my crew chief that's on there, old Gisher.
Did you see the picture of his cylinder head? You sure you want to
really
listen?
want me?
I don't know if that's a good idea.
I don't either. Yeah.
But Sherry Mincy put on there, date night's got to live in California. Well, date night's been living at my place since the last poll. I'll probably live at my place till GSI or probably till next 2025.
Perfect.
Kirsten, talk to us. Ask some questions to these pullers.
Why do I have to do it?
Because you're a youngster and you're going to be somebody someday. We're all messed up and ruined.
Yeah, it's over for us.
Kirsten, tell us about the lunch or the meal coming up at Saturday.
I would love to answer that, but I have no clue either. So
Just make something up. Just make it up.
it's gonna be delicious, and it's brought to you by the ACERT Heavy Equipment Apprenticeship that Conrado also helps run. So it's gonna be delicious no matter what.
Perfect.
Good answer.
And there's also food trucks available, right?
What was that?
Don't you have food trucks on the front side of the
Yes.
pavilion?
Yes, so we're gonna have a barbecue food truck, taco truck, and then we're also gonna have Suds and Floats, which is like a drink and dessert truck. They're gonna start serving at 5 o'clock when the doors open, and then serve all the way until the end of the poll. So we're really excited.
Cool.
Awesome.
Very cool.
Very good.
And then all that the proceeds from the food truck and the poll all go back to you guys, to the college?
Yeah, so we have like our ticket sales will come back to us. And then the food trucks, they give us a percentage of all of their earnings.
Very good.
So
Cool.
that's really nice.
Cool. That's awesome.
Kirsten, let's go through your Facebook page a little bit and talk about the event this weekend. I know we're having fun, but we got to keep promoting too.
Yeah.
Those out there.
Okay.
So come this Saturday. It's going to be an amazing event. Get registered at mlmmotorsports.com. Ryan, what does that mean? I can get pre-registered?
Yes, you could click right there. And then see where it says registration form with an arrow. If you click on that, that would take you to our registration form page.
I'm going to pre-register.
Looks like you already have.
Oh, please correct it before moving on. What did I do wrong? Whose dog was that?
That's one of our dogs.
Yeah, 2.5 dogs. There's a show, 2.5 Men, and Miss Eddie's are 2.5 dogs.
Yeah.
No, but this is what it looks like. It's super easy.
Scroll through here. You put all your information in. Pick your class. It's like 2 more pages, I think. And then, boom, you're registered. And it's very important that all pullers pre-register, because if they don't, their sheet will never make it into our queues. And then we go to the driver's meeting and we read through the classes, and then they're not there. One of them last event happened to be our favorite tractor from Cal Poly. Didn't pre-register, so they weren't on the list, but we let them in, obviously, because we like those kids. So we didn't have them on the list because the paperwork never got put in. So we need to do it. We do appreciate everyone doing it when they do. I know that they've been rolling in tonight. So that's a big plus. We'll get that taken care of. The other thing that's been rolling in is our fan vote. That is exciting for that Golden State Invitational coming up. So yes, I mean, you got a lady for that. She's getting tired of it too. I'm kidding. So,
I think the next
John-
comment would be, you can build your own track, Massetti. I think that's probably what it's going to be.
Yeah. He knows she loves doing it for him. So
Boar, if you want to talk, I need you to raise your hand because I muted you because of the truck noise, just so you know. Okay, perfect. So, all right, back to you, Brian.
anyways, the fan vote is pretty
Hold on,
exciting.
wants to
Looks
talk.
like
Hold on. He wants to talk. Let me unmute him.
Freaking bored.
Mr. Board.
Well, just asking Kirsten, what time does gates open up the earliest they can get in on Saturday morning?
It'll probably be like 8 o'clock in the morning. I'll go out and open up the gates, or Conrado will. I live right on that campus because I'm an intern, so if anything happens, you can call me and I'm right there.
Can we put your phone number? Can we put your cell phone number on the screen, Kirsten?
Chicken.
What she meant was, if you already have my number, you can call me. If not, call somebody else.
Oh,
Yeah.
I got you now.
That's
I was
awesome.
confused. I was confused by that. Sorry.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, good. What else we got tonight,
So,
guys?
Kev, you got
Mike?
anything good?
Mike, what do you think of this? What do you think of this awesome randomness? I love it.
What I like about it is the camaraderie that you guys obviously have it as a group, because I've said it once and I'll say it again about the MLM and the West Coast pulling you guys have out there. You're all kind of fighting for the same team and you're all kind of trying to put on the best product available. And you can see when you guys get on here and just saying like, oh, that's so them and whatnot. And like, you can tell you're all fighting for the same concept here. And it's that friendship, that relationships, that's what's amazing about pulling. That's what makes it universal. You guys are a fun group. I like sitting back and watching you guys give each other a hard time.
Yeah. Now we have a good time. We tried to at least, man.
That's a bit. I love our sound effects. Kirsten,
all two of them.
One track that your truck always does well at, okay, no matter who's driving it, and one track that no matter what you do, you guys suck at. Like it's a jinx. And this question's coming around for you other dipshits, so get ready. And I say when I say dipshits, I mean dipshits. Except you, Massetti. Right, Massetti, you're solid.
I don't know what it is, but we always have like bad luck at Castle Moz.
Kirsten, is that your number on the screen?
No, thank God.
She got nervous.
Where the hell is 248? What's that area?
Let's
code?
call it. Let's call it real quick. Let's
Yeah. Jason, you got it?
Put it up. Yeah, put it up there.
I'd be careful.
Maybe call it.
What's the worst that could happen?
Put the speakerphone on live. I want to hear this.
So we want to see who is this. This is going to be funny.
Pays for the ringback tone. That's good.
That's Rick Astley. It's just Rick Astley's personal number.
Why would you do that to me?
It's not working out.
It looks like a safe number we can pass out. We'll just have to
Yeah.
write it down and remember it.
Kirsten, what gear are you running? Kirsten,
I don't know.
Hall and Oates hotline.
Yeah. Yes.
That's the best. That's the best.
Oh, goodness, we got another one.
Haha, Rick.
Oh,
Holy.
Yeah. It's a meme in there.
One more and you got Hollywood.
Yeah.
Ray Bradshaw's on. He made it. I didn't hear it. We got to give the applause. Got to give it. Wait, can you turn your phone sideways, bud?
Yeah, let me see here. Hold on.
Just turn it.
Wait.
Turn it.
It's easy. It's easy. Look. Let me see. Like
His
a
phone
fucking
doesn't
boomer.
There
There we go.
This sounds like Hollywood Squares now. I'll take is this thing on for 100? Isn't that how it works?
Yeah.
Call Bruce.
So what's up, Wade?
Oh, hanging out.
Hold on. I gotta make Wade.
So
Wade, this is your chance to lobby for Show No Mercy to be at the GSI.
Yeah, so go fucking send your votes in. Vote for Show No Mercy. And Larry Lopes. Young Guns got to go too. Got to vote for Larry Lopes.
Yeah.
Who is Judy Bradshaw? And why did she say, "Oh my God"? Wait.
She didn't think I would do it.
Yeah. Why wouldn't you do it?
Exactly.
We're having a good time promoting the great sport of truck and tractor pulling, talking to fun people. Dude, I wish that would have been like some bar when I called that number. That would have been awesome. Wade, talk to us. Tell us who you are. Introduce yourself a little bit. Not everybody knows who you are.
My name is Wade Bradshaw. Been pulling for probably 12 years now. Right now, I'm in the work stock diesel class with Lobster Hooker. So it's been a fun year.
How many wins do you have on the season?
I got one win in Chowchilla.
Chowchilla. Awesome.
Yeah.
You did damn good in Turlock. You were third.
Yeah, Turlock was impressive. I mean, all of us did really good in that class. That track was the perfect it's ever been.
Well, I mean, the sled was set perfectly too, but
Yeah.
you know.
Oh, look who it is.
Spielman! The Spielman. The show. I think the show is officially full. Kenzie, count it up. We got 10.
That's it.
We got 9. I think we can have 10.
But I'm
9.
You've got an extra one for your
All right. So we're going to go around the room with questions. Spielman, introduce yourself and tell us what you pull and different things like that.
Is the mic working?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. I can't hear nothing. But anyway.
You can't hear us?
I got you now. Oh, no.
Okay, because that would have been perfect.
I got lights on.
Okay.
Everybody knows me, John Spielman. Somebody sent me a link and said jump on here. And Wade does have a second win in Santa Rosa this year.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
So I don't know. I got nothing else. What do you guys want to know?
All right. We're going to ask, but we're going to go back to Kirsten. She got all interrupted. But Kirsten, so go back to the tracks that no matter what you do, you can't beat it. And some tracks that the old Mad Professor loves, or what do you guys? Yeah, the Mad Professor, right?
Yep.
I have the T-shirt. I wear it at least once a week when I walk my dog in the morning.
Oh, yay.
I think it was an XL, and I'm not as XL-ish as I used to be, so I got to work on that a little bit.
Well, let's go put one aside for you and bring it to GSI.
Okay, that sounds good.
We
No,
ordered-
make me lose weight. Make me lose weight.
Oh, okay. So the track that our truck does not do the best on, I don't know what it is. I think something just happens, but we've never been able to pull decently at Castle Nas, which is out there in Snelling. And we've always done pretty decent at our own pull. So that's good. And we also did.
How convenient. How convenient. How convenient.
How much are you paying, Brian?
Do you pay the sled operator there, Kirsten?
Yeah.
No,
we got a deal going. We're
He
good.
actually does donate it. Because said he's a good guy.
I watch the animals. He.
It's all coming out now.
Now it's making sense. Yeah.
2.5 dogs. On this episode of 2.5 Dogs, the Massetti family goes down to San Luis Obispo to see the grandkids. And here are the kids. Sorry, there's no. Oh, sorry about that, Brian.
Easy, Tiger.
Easy, Tiger.
Remember,
I was trying to
he's
set
only
up like an
35.
episode of the Golden Girls, but I screwed it up.
No.
So what's about your track that your truck likes besides it's your home track?
Sandy and bad tracks.
Sandy and bad tracks.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell you what that means, Kirsten. So she's like, yeah, I know, Jason. Yeah, I know. Let's go to when I put you on the screen. You have to answer the question. Who should I go to? Let's go to Wade.
Yeah.
Oh God.
I'll take Wade Bradshaw for $150. Wade, what track just can't, no matter what, it doesn't have to be the track, it's the facility that you just, every time you go there, you're like, damn it, something bad's going to happen. You're going to get fast or something.
Usually it's Turlock, but John Spielman did a job on that track this year and it ran good. So usually Turlock.
Massetti did say that was the best track the Turlock track has ever been in his mind.
Yeah, it was really good.
And then what track your truck just loves?
The Chris Beck Arena in Santa Rosa. It does really good there.
Nice. How long of a track is that?
300 foot.
300 foot. Yeah. Cool. And what's your favorite Brian Massetti story? What's the funniest thing he's ever said to you?
I think the time he's gonna remember it. He knows the story better than I do. But in Nevada, some guy tried to mess with him, and I found out the next day, and I got all huffy puffy, and we were trying to find the guy. And Brian loves that story. He could tell it better than I can, but that's my favorite story with this.
As the statute of limitations wore off, Wade.
He calls me his security guard now after that day is all I can say.
Wade is my bodyguard. He's he's got it.
I like it. Yeah, I like it.
Nobody's gonna mess with that.
No, look at him. All right, let's go to K-Mass. K-Mass.
Mm.
Why isn't he up there?
I'm right here.
I'm right here.
There he is. Is this thing on for $200? Kevin.
Yeah.
So what have you driven the most over the last 5 years? Probably the whip?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what track or what facility that just you don't like it or that doesn't like your tractor? Doesn't like the whip?
There's no bad tracks.
Ah. This
Very
guy's
good.
well prepared. Okay, keep going, Kevin.
The ones.
I didn't say bad track. I didn't say bad
that-
track. I didn't say
No.
bad track. I just meant tracks that you don't do well at.
Well,
Like you've never got a win at it, or you
Fucking
just always
Justin.
have your number.
that was about way. I don't know. I can't think of any that are really bad. The ones that we don't maybe have the best luck lately are when Steve shows up with his what's it called?
Black Stallion.
Whatever. But we're coming in hot. He's in trouble.
This is great.
We don't have any bad tracks. We get good tracks. We get mediocre tracks. John makes a good track no matter what.
Yeah, I didn't say bad tracks.
I know, but I'm bringing it back to the tracks.
I know. I like that. I like what you're doing right now, and you're spinning it. And I'm kind of proud of you.
Yeah.
Past your bedtime, and you seem to have your hat on straight. And I'm kind of proud of you right now, Kevin. So
Thank you.
love
Thank you
bro.
for noticing.
Well, I mean, yeah, because you're known as the fun Massetti, the really fun Massetti. You know, the guy that takes country music stars around racetracks, circle tracks at 3 a.m. in yellow Peterbilts, things like that. Mm-hmm. Allegedly.
Allegedly. There's no video.
Kevin, the funniest thing Brian Massetti's ever said to you. The funniest thing he's ever said to you.
Oh.
Take your time, Kevin.
I am. There's so many things. He said so much.
So you got how many years of this? Yeah.
Probably the funniest was when he told Heath Sanders, like that's my truck or whatever he said. It was pretty funny because he wasn't expecting that. The country guy with the truck.
Yep.
And that wasn't necessarily towards me, but.
Oh, so this is your truck. Oh.
Who was the country singer?
Heath Sanders. He's up and coming. He's going to be huge.
Oh, I was hoping it'd be Clint Black.
Maybe next time.
You're welcome, Kenzie.
That'd be a lot cooler. I mean, I'm just saying.
That would be cool.
Because that would just have some beautiful symmetry to it, but you know.
Yeah.
No.
I want John Bohr for $300. John Bohr? John, can you hear us?
Yeah, you got me?
Yes, sir.
My worst track, I would have to say that I can't get figured out is Ukiah.
Which one did he say?
Ukiah.
Shikaya?
I can't get Ukiah figured out.
Ukiah, okay.
And the track that seems to do the best that's coming up this weekend is MJC.
I like it. Kirsten, tell him you like that? Does that make you happy, Kirsten?
Yes, John and his team does a great job.
Wait, Kirsten's good. Yeah. Kirsten is good. She knows all the right things to say. All the right things to say. The funniest thing that Brian Massetti's ever said to you, John Bohr.
That I'm locked in the GSI.
What's that? Oh, he's locked in for GSI. Gotcha. Is it Kevin's internet or is it his internet or our internet? It's John's. Okay. All right, we're going to put John back into his square. Who do you want next?
Go back to your square, John.
Go do Mr. Gish. Mr. Gish.
I don't know why that's funny. Can we just clarify that? Why is that funny that I
know,
locked in?
The same thing too. I'm like, that's me.
He's low on self-confidence. He's having a long day. Okay, right. Said he'd be nice to.
Invitations can get revoked. That's not funny. That's hard.
And sucks. John can't even hear us because his internet sucks so bad. Yeah, he's like, what the hell? Who's Kevin?
Oh man,
this is so cool. This is a great night. We're approaching whenever we have the Massettis on, our podcast goes long. Kenzie had the longest weekend of her life, and here we are running into hour 3 of Let's Go Pulling. Mike's got to get up and teach the future Missourians, the next president of the United States. All right, Jason Gish. No matter what you do, I'm not saying the track's bad. Kevin got all butthurt and gave me some big. Spielman's probably sitting on the other side of the living room.
I would say the track we have struggled with in the past.
Put that back up. Gish, read this comment. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Read that out loud.
Me?
Yeah.
Funniest thing I've heard was from Don Cherry. If my aunt had nuts, she'd be my uncle.
Oh, that's a good one. All right, sorry. Gish, what track, no matter what, just has your number?
I would say over the years it's been Sublimity, but the past couple of years with the speed sled, it's helped a ton, and they've brought some better dirt in. But Sublimity's been our nemesis. It's a hard one to figure out. And then our best one, we always seem to do really well down at Grants Pass. That's always a fun one that we seem to.
What state's that in? I'm not trying to be funny. I don't know.
That's Oregon, Southern Oregon.
Southern Oregon? Okay.
Yep. So, yeah.
And the funniest thing Brian Massetti's ever said to you, Gish.
Double Ugly's on the list for the vote this year at GSI.
Ooh, that's so
I'm not sure that's funny. I mean, that's kind of.
Hey, put that picture of their cylinder head back up here.
Yeah, little JB Weld will be fine.
Hold on, Kenzie's got a picture here. That's why Double Ugly 2. You want to talk about it, Gish, or is it too soon?
We already have.
All right. Kenzie, who we calling next till Hollywood Squares here?
Let's do Spielman.
Spielman. John Spielman. Make him big. That's Gish.
That's
Gish.
Am I up?
Well, you're on the screen, ding dong.
There you go. I think that worst track we've been on a few bad passes. Stayed in the throttle a little long once with Brian. What was the next question?
Where you've done the best, where your tractor loves it.
We love it everywhere else. Probably Stockton or Madera.
Yeah. Good stuff. And what's the funniest thing Brian Massetti's ever said to you?
The funniest thing Brian Massetti said this year is in Willits. Kevin was on a pretty darn good pass. the front end way up in there, and shut off from a minor issue. And he led, and the first thing he says to Kevin, well, "Why'd you let out?" I don't know. Miracle. So I ask Kevin that at every track now.
Why'd you let out?
You do a little backstory there, John. Didn't
Okay.
let out.
Bring it in. So he didn't let out. I think or something like that.
Jesus, another one? One, two, nine. How come it's not like
That's all of us, Kev. They're just making room for somebody on the bottom. Who's next? Who else are we going to
Oh,
get
there
to
we
join
go.
us, Jason?
There it is.
What's that, bud?
By 3.
Who else can we get to join us?
No, I'd have to kick Kenzie off, and she's our producer. So
we can't do that. No, we're good.
You want?
No,
you want to go
we're
home?
good.
No. All right, one last thing. I want to go around the room. Spielman, if I could take you anywhere, buy you any food and your favorite. Kirsten, are you 21? No. Okay, then you don't answer the adult beverage thing, okay? Spielman.
You're a Dr. Pepper.
If I could buy you anything, Spielman, to eat and your favorite adult beverage, what would it be? We're going to go around the room, including you, Mike Idle.
It's got to be Bullet Rye and Coke, and we'd probably go to Harris Ranch and have prime rib.
Nice. Mike Idle?
I'm going to just be nice to me when I answer this because I'm going to get roasted for this. I want ham and beans and cornbread, and I want a Coors Light.
Wow.
That's
pretty
good.
simple guy.
Yep.
Pretty good.
Yeah, that sounds good though. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Thank you guys. I did not expect Californians to be so accepting of my ham and beans response.
Not California. Not California.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Little Oregon up there. Kevin.
Yeah.
What are you eating? What are you drinking if we go out for supper?
Tacos and Tito's.
That a boy. That a boy.
He dips his tacos in his Tito's.
Yep. I like that.
Yeah.
John Bohr?
My turn? Oh.
I don't know the name of the place in Texas, but the old 96er and Crown and Coke.
An old 96er and Crown and Coke. No. All right, mute his loud truck. Love you, Bohr, but you're loud. Kenzie?
Oh gosh, I don't know. For the drink, I don't know. A good Tito's and lemonade never hurts.
She wants a chocolate milk.
Ooh, yes. Never. Yes. Anyway, I don't know. A nice steak sounds good.
Nice steak. I like it. Massetti? Brian Massetti.
No, you got to answer.
Oh, I'm going to
answer.
I'm going to do bone-in ribeye
Mm-hmm.
and Tito's on the rocks with a splash of lime.
I'm going to join Michael. I want to try that ham and beans and cornbread.
Oh man. Put some ketchup on it too.
And I'm going to have the iced tea with that.
A sweet tea?
Yeah, sure.
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 Wade Bradshaw.
I'm gonna have to agree with Kevin. Do tacos and Tito's for sure.
Are you just saying that because Kevin's your idol, or do you truly like tacos and Tito's?
I think I'm Kevin's idol actually.
Dual idols. How cute.
How cute. Jason Gish.
So I've never had a true Philly cheesesteak. I want like a real live from Philly cheesesteak and some whiskey and Coke.
Yes.
That sounds really good right now.
Oh, I forgot to send Jordan Taylor the link. Oops.
Way to go.
Shoot. Sorry, Jordan. I was going to fill it up with Jordan, and I forgot to send the link. So, Kirsten, anything you want to eat, and then I don't know. You said you're an intern, so I don't want to get you in trouble. So,
Probably Mexican food.
what kind of Mexican food?
Tacos.
Mm-hmm.
We'll slip you some Tito's if you want.
Keep going.
She's like, no, don't drink.
I bet your all's tacos are way better than our tacos.
Yeah, they're real tacos.
They're real.
They're real tacos.
Like every small Midwestern town has like a Mexican restaurant, but I bet it's not the same Mexican.
Come to Madera. You're going to love it. So much time.
So much tacos. So much tacos. So much tacos.
Kevin, your dad took me to a place where we were the only ethnic white people there.
Yeah, Mejia's.
Yeah, it was so good. It was so good.
Yeah.
Even the English was Spanglish. It
Oh,
was
I
like
thought that was the word you were saying for you two white people. I didn't know that was the name of the restaurant. I thought you were saying that they called the white. I was like,
no,
what?
I think we're gringos or something. Massetti, you're watching this on your phone, right? Or on your computer?
I'm on a computer.
Okay. I want
You
you to
talking
take
to me
your
or
phone
Kev?
out. Brian, take your phone out and take a picture of the screen of all of us talking to you on the podcast. This is cool. And post this on MLM Motorsports or on your Instagram, or have your wife do it. Christy will do it for you.
Dude, I can post shit. I posted the fan vote thing.
Yes, you did.
Look at you
Christy
go.
made it.
I did it.
Kirsten's mom here is watching. Glad she said tacos. What's the inside scoop on that, Kirsten?
I don't really know.
Like, does she own a taco shop or something?
Oh. No, because I probably would have said like chicken tenders and fries.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, chicken tenders are good.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right, Kirsten, what did you learn tonight on Let's Grow Pulling?
That I need to build my own pull truck.
Okay.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Yes, what did you learn tonight?
That I need a new cylinder head.
Wade Bradshaw, what did you learn tonight?
I need to make my truck better for GSI. That's for sure.
Yeah. So you think you're getting into the GSI, do you, Mr. Bradshaw?
I hope so.
All right, just making sure. Just making sure. Massetti, how does that work? Do they get invites, or is it so many in points, or what? You're posting already, Massetti?
I was trying to make you happy with me. Sorry, I got
Likes,
caught
comment, shares,
in
buddy.
class. I
Likes,
got caught in
comment,
class
shares.
looking at my
Likes,
phone.
comment, shares. Likes, comment, shares.
Yeah, but I got to get it
Kristen
posted
knows.
first.
Yeah, Kristen knows.
So we go through and we look at like who's been supporting these shows in which classes and whatnots, and then we make our list from there.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being a really good chance and 1 being no chance, where would you put Wade Bradshaw right now?
20.
20?
Oh, yeah.
Well, he is your bodyguard, and you are mouthy, so I suppose.
Yeah, right.
No shit, dude. I mean,
no shit.
And when does all that come out, Brian?
So we're starting to send invitations out right this week. And so then assuming these people accept their invitations, we can post the classes. The Pro Mod class, the fan vote is open until next Sunday, the 13th. So we know I don't think you were on yet, but the top 5 in points got locked in.
Cool.
The next 5 are going to be by the fan vote. So, and I know I posted it just 15 minutes before I came on, and Christy, she's gonna have to turn off notifications because every 2 seconds her watch was buzzing her. So another vote, another vote.
That's awesome. Very cool.
Anyways, it's pretty cool. So she, I don't know what's been happening since we've been on here, but I'm sure there's more votes coming in. So
I love it.
So we're excited about that. Kind of cool. We'll see what happens. And so next Monday we should be able to, we could at least say who we made the cut for that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping that everybody that gets invited wants to come and can come,
right?
But somebody may not. So
did you really put Gish on the fan vote?
I did, because I really liked the guy and I didn't want to leave him off because I knew there was a problem with the truck. But
look at John. John wants to talk. John Moore wants to talk. Go ahead, John.
He's on the fan vote because we already agreed we're going to put a Mopar in it so he can make it.
Ah, there it is. The truth is out.
I didn't realize there was like free motors floating around out here.
Yeah, I didn't either.
I mean,
I'd swing
shit,
by
I love
Donnie
the
Reed's house
dedication.
after he's been drinking. Maybe just borrow one. So
right.
I don't know. I don't think they got too many spares left.
They used a lot of the bullets, did they?
Hey, Gish.
Oh
Gish.
man.
Gish.
What?
Run his 32.
What's that?
Nick said get voted in. You can run his 632.
Oh, well, there you go. Needs a Ford. Easy, Tiger.
Next year is going to be my year, or SETI. I like it.
Well, I've been talking to Matthew, and his motor's not quite done yet. So,
dang it.
you remember the first year Matthew was the one that rebuilt his rear end fits Friday night.
Yep.
And
That's
then,
crazy.
anyways, but he's not going to make it this year because he's not going to have his motor. So
It's all good. So, Brian Massetti, what did you learn tonight?
Man, I learned a lot. This is pretty awesome. I love this big nine spot format here.
I dig it.
One thing that I already knew, but it just kind of got reiterated, is how awesome our people are. I mean, look at all these guys and Kirsten on here that are just, it's cool. This is what we get to hang out with all summer. So how much better can it be? I mean, I get to see Kev a lot, John too, but like it's just cool. This is what we get to do all summer, all season.
I'm telling you, the viewership
Pretty
went up
fantastic.
double when Kirsten came on the show. Just want to put that out there right away. So. Matt Orsetti says, could make it if it let him pull my truck like he wanted to do yesterday.
Well, yeah.
Well,
I mean,
we talking a little smack? Matt was going to drive Jordan's truck. I got you.
Jason, what did you
John
learn?
Ford, what did you learn tonight?
That's a hard one. Nada. Like Brian says, we got a good group of pullers out here, and it's just going to lead into a great finale at the end of the year.
I love it. Kevin Massetti, what'd you learn tonight?
I didn't learn anything, but Michael, give me a high five, dude.
Yeah, do. Nice.
Oh, it's
the other way.
Other way. Wait, I gotta get it.
Ready?
That's too
1,
high.
2, 3, go.
Yes.
I always wanted to do that.
Everybody give Kevin a high
That's
five.
Gish.
Gish,
Kevin's like, my life is complete now.
Gish, give him a high five.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, yes. Sorry.
Spielman, give him a high five.
Oh, Knuckles.
Oh, Knuckles.
Turn your phone.
Turn your phone.
Yeah, there it is.
That was not as coordinated as the midget.
Oh my God, this is good.
Well, I don't know how else we can ruin this podcast here tonight, but this has been fantastic. I've learned that truck and tractor
drove it
pulling is
straight
greatest
into the
motorsport
ground.
in the world. What's that, Kevin?
I said you drove it straight into the ground.
I did. Yeah, yes, I did. Yes, we did. It all started when you came on, but I appreciate
Sorry.
you. No, this is the greatest motorsport in the world because of all of you, and it's been great to know fans from coast to coast, and because of Brian Massetti, I've met all of you great people. And I only say great people because Kirsten's on here. If Kirsten wasn't on here, I'd rip all you guys, but I don't want to do that to Kirsten. No, you guys are all great friends, and this is awesome.
Yeah,
This is awesome.
sure.
So, Mike, take us away, Mike.
Well, folks, thanks for tuning in to another episode of Let's Grow Pulling. Thank you so much for the MLM crew for joining us for Let's Grow Pulling After Dark, first edition of Celebrity Pulling Squares. Be sure to watch Pulling wherever you can find it coming up, and we'll be back next Monday night, 8 o'clock Central Daylight. We're still in daylight time.
Have a great night, everybody.
Good running. John Deere, Animal Deep Iowa coming up. We got one right behind you.